You don't have to actually read every comment. Chat's already intense, says Hunter Klukas. Welcome, Hunter.
Yeah, super
Hunter
intense.
One of us.
Too.
Hunter, are you one of us? I thought that only people in the game had joined the stream.
Will be assimilated.
Yes.
Oh, there's Dennis Avery. Yeah.
Ah, Dennis, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should point out right away that I haven't had time to master this patch. I would consider this almost like a. Well, I guess it is new DLC, but it's basically like a. Is this the biggest change Stellaris has gone through? I think it's bigger than when they changed hyperdrives and warp drive and all that.
It is. It's close.
But yeah, it is bigger.
I would say it's the biggest one so far. So to me, this is like the first, maybe the second real expansion. When they did the expansion, well, if they did the DLC that did the hyperlanes only, so you couldn't do warp drive or the other one, I think that was a pretty big change because there was a lot of other stuff that went with that.
Utopia was pretty big as well.
Which one was? What did Utopia
add? Traditions and things.
Wait, what?
Oh,
you didn't have traditions before that? I can't even remember that.
Nope. Those are new.
Yeah, that's a pretty big.
There was a dark time before traditions.
Why is it that
the game used to be so much shallower?
Does anybody else have like their icons at the top of the screen kind of like cut off?
No.
Does it show that way on my stream?
No.
Like this, looks like it's missing something.
Is your resolution okay?
Technically, I'm streaming this at 1080, but I'm actually recording at 1440. But
yeah, on the
shouldn't
stream
be a
it's
big
completely
problem.
fine.
Okay, good. So this doesn't look like it's partly cut off. This looks like there should be a lens a little bit higher than it can go. Talking real talk, this is what the Stellaris patch has done. It's cut off the microscope.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? You're right. You are like a micrometer cut off at the top.
I knew it!
Just
game breaking. Send this bug to
so minor, only you would notice.
Okay, alright. Well, we won't wait any longer. Let's go through everyone's... I'm just going to read down the list from Discord as soon as I get the list of people back. So Air Terranian is just hanging out here. He doesn't have people. So Combat Wombat, why don't you describe who you're playing and just tell me so everyone else knows where more or less your position is on the galactic map.
Alright, I am playing the Sildors. I am a pacifist spiritualist. I am at the 3 o'clock position near the core.
Very good. Left, you're next.
Yes, I am playing as Econo Manufacturing Reborn for the new patch. We are space dwarves, and much how normal dwarves don't like to leave their tunnels, my dwarves don't like to leave their planet. So I will have to rely on robotic workers to spread across other planets. And I am located about 7 o'clock.
All right, you're up, Lightning.
I'm playing the Foxy Technocracy. We're foxes. Let's see, egalitarian, because we like egos. Let's see.
He's an egalitarian?
Yeah, egalitarian. I just like derp. We also xenophiles. We like other people, and we're materialistic because we like research. We're not very good at researching. Kind of slow, but
But they like it.
Yeah, we
it's
really
like a hobby.
And we're down at the 5 o'clock, right on the inner core.
All right, and you're up. What do you want us to call us? What do you want us to call you, Sionin?
Yeah, that's fun. That's
Sionin.
I'm playing the Ishni entity. I'm about 9:30 on the map, and we're hoping to be a friendly fungus, but I'm getting the feeling that no one wants to be my friend.
Oh, I'm a fungus as well.
Fungus brothers.
Yeah, I'm gonna expand westward.
Except one of you is a filthy hive mind and the other isn't.
Are you a hive mind?
I am a hive mind, but that doesn't mean that I'm any different on the inside.
Actually, I think it specifically does mean that.
Shut the fuck.
It's the outside that you have in common.
I still want to be loved.
I'm playing the Shrooms of Unity and Peace and Love and Happiness. We are
Long name.
Xenophile, Pacifist, and Spiritualist. I am playing as a MegaCorp. So this is kind of a doomed playthrough. You know, none of our stream games ever make it to even mid-game. So this is a learning experience. I wouldn't take this as like the...
Continue this.
I would say that if you're looking for somebody who knows what they're doing, you should probably be watching someone else stream right now. I don't. I'll be relying on this panel of experts assembled here to give me advice on what I need to do. So
talk about the blind being led by the blind.
Well, I mean, it's more like you guys have just really, really bad vision.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, I've been playing since the patch release, nonstop, so, you know.
I've been playing on and off.
No, I mean, still, even if you've been playing nonstop, you haven't even been playing for 12 hours yet, so
that's true.
It's not that much. Well, let me actually do stuff which I was waiting to do on camera, but
one day we will unpause.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get there. You guys said that actually having energy is going to be a real problem, right?
Yes, and it's weird. I think for a megacorp such as yourself, it won't be because you have tons of trade value and branch offices and stuff. Like, getting energy is kind of the megacorp jam.
And you can use it to buy other things.
Yeah. Like, if you're struggling for energy as a megacorp, I think something's gone wrong.
Or you're too big.
Now, I think I also took... Where are my damn traits? Oh god! It's all changed! Okay, here it is.
You're so lucky that you got powered exoskeletons first.
I did not get
it is.
that.
I have... Yeah, I'm Ingenious, which gives me energy credits. Okay. Alright, well then that's that. What do you start off doing on your planet nowadays?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So just remove tile blockers?
Really enough to upgrade or do anything on your planet right away. Like, you can't instantly build anything in this one.
Just grab your space-bound resources.
Yeah. So something with your construction ship. The stations seem to have gone from costing 90 to 100.
I think they cost something else as well.
It's the minerals.
Oh yeah, it's just minerals. I'm thinking of outposts. Outposts actually cost...
Yeah, they cost alloys now.
Yeah.
Which are made from minerals. But minerals
Dennis
are now more abundant.
Dennis Avery says we have a Mormon, a Bill Gates, a manufacturer, a priest, a lover wanting a hug. I'm trying to figure out who's who from that.
I feel like I'm the hug.
Who was the... I think that was correct, yes. Well, unless it's me, because my name is Shrooms of Unity and Peace and
I don't
Love
think I'm in that list.
Happiness. I didn't see a fox. Are you considered the manufacturer?
I don't think so. We're a technical...
I think that might be the space dwarfs.
I think I'm ready to unpause, but I do want an explanation of this planet stuff. As we can unpause, but as we go, who knows the most about this?
So
when do I click on something and do something? Because I used to know that when it was just simple tiles.
But basically, the way it works is, say, in the planet screen, you see how you've got like the pictures above the
the districts, right?
Yeah, you actually click on those and you'll see it pop up on the right. That's how you build more districts. You actually click on the pictures.
Okay, I see it.
So if you hover over it, you'll see that creates more of the basic jobs of that style. So generated district will give you whatever your job name is for that. The main district, the city district, is for just a lot more housing for population and infrastructure. So
now I have a question. What does this trade value thing actually do?
It does a multiple of things. I believe you go to edicts, or is it policies? Okay,
it's not a... I don't see it as a resource. Is it a resource at the top?
It's generated from your jobs and your populations, so it's kind of generated from the people and workers itself.
So I
But
see
you can
trade value
dictate
of
how you use it.
I see trade value of 38. Is this something which is being stockpiled, or is this a static feature like?
No, I think it creates money.
If you go to your policies, you can look under trade policy, and that's what you convert your trade values into.
Oh god, what's okay?
Yeah.
I can look this up, or I can try anyway, seeing as I'm not in game.
By all means.
Construction complete.
Which policy?
Trade policies.
Yes, that makes sense. Wealth creation, consumer benefits, or marketplace of ideas. Got it. Very interesting.
I also hope you don't mind, but I did unpause.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, we're just kind of moping around. Like, do you already know all this stuff about the plans, Leth? You know what you're like?
Not super well, but
So I know that my current population is 28. My number of jobs is 28. So technically, does that mean right now building another building would not even provide any benefit because I don't have any people to work it?
You need people to work in it for it to actually give you any benefit.
So this is a good point. We already know that you shouldn't build a new building until you have somebody to work in it.
So the pop symbol with the hat is how many available jobs there are, and then the other one is just how many people there are.
Right. So you don't want the number. You want them to always be basically equal.
Yes and no, because if you have more people than jobs, or if it's overcrowded, I believe it can cause emigration to your other planets.
It also generates crime.
But what happens if you have, for example, more places for them to work, like more jobs than there are people? You just have a building which is generating maintenance but no benefit?
Well, it depends. Like, some of the jobs could be worked while not all of them are filled, so it could be giving some benefit. Like, if it gives 3 jobs, but you've only got 1 pop free, you...
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But if you have a building which has 2 jobs and you have 2... I mean, if you build a building while you already have the max number of... equal number of pops and jobs, it provides no benefit.
Not until people grow into it.
Construction complete.
Good. Trying to pin down the exact min-max things, right?
If you go into population, then click on, say, your workers. You can actually use the pluses and minuses on the right to kind of set priority to try and shuffle the workers around. I feel like it's not a great system at the moment, but you can try and shuffle stuff around to prioritize if you need to.
How do you do that? Oh, the population? Got it.
Yeah, so click on population, and then literally click on, like, one of the worker bars, and you'll see all the types of job that class of worker does.
I see.
Situation log updated.
Okay.
Some interesting things on the whole trade value and trade routes.
Yeah, I'm still not super confident on how the trade routes work. I'm hoping I'll figure that out as I go.
Trade value does seem to represent the wealth being generated in a system, say by resources of what you
It's
can
not
then
so complicated.
And
well,
I
then
think
you build stuff to kind of exploit that, which is like taxing and stuff. The idea of trade routes is once you've done this, you have to pretty much.
Welcome, No Name. From Sabouts' community. Oh my gosh.
I think the best thing to do is funnel all the trade power back to your capital. So,
You have to funnel it to your capital. You don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, so the other planets you build, you're going to want to funnel it all back to your capital.
I still don't understand. Trade value for me is just a means of making money. So it's just converted to energy.
It's as
you have a trade value, you need to exploit it, and then you have to route that thing back to your capital. It's yeah.
But you can dictate how you spend that by either extra consumer goods or Unity, or just straight up cash.
System survey.
You actually draw the trade routes yourself, it seems. You do it manually between systems. You don't have to do a trade route within a system, however. Here's something interesting to note, though. Piracy will emerge along trade routes.
Come from Captain Flack. No Name, were you the one I was talking to about doing airships with Sabouts multiplayer? I don't know if that was with you. Because I don't know how we would do multiplayer. Leth, you did multiplayer in airships. How is it possible?
In fact, me and Sionin did multiplayer airships together.
It's just basically PvP, and you just mash different designs together, right?
Well, there's that, and you can both play on the
Construction
campaign
complete.
map as well.
Oh, really? You can do a conquest map together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a real time game. Basically, it's like if one person clicks fast speed, it doesn't go to fast speed until the other player also clicks fast speed.
I see. So if I just pause the game constantly, Sabouts can't overrule me. Perfect.
I worry about you.
You can't beat me if time doesn't move forward.
Exactly. It's like every city but one of yours is taken. You're like, I refuse to unpause. We'll call it a draw.
You have to go to sleep? Sounds like a draw.
Your internet can't hold up forever. You're gambling against time. So I guess I should look at the traditions as well. I suppose Discovery has changed.
Discovery is slightly different, but domination is completely changed. Think of it more like communism.
The weird thing about the way they changed the exploration one is that they didn't make it. They didn't like nerf it. They just changed it. The Discovery used to be you'd get one of them gave you a better chance of discovering anomalies. I think.
It still does, I think.
No, you get anomaly research speed and survey speed increase. So they changed that so it's not as powerful of a buff to your science ships, but you now get a science level cap increased by 2 by using this.
What is it? I'm sorry. You get a science level cap 2 increase from using what?
Your scientist from Discovery, your scientists can now get their level cap increased by 2.
Oh, okay, I see that one.
So that's pretty good. Especially since that counts your explorers are also scientists, which is useful because if they get really, really high level, then they can blaze through some of the harder anomalies.
Assist research is also unlocked by default as well.
Huh. Very interesting.
And you build everything in the shipyards again because I think they realized that it was dumb to have it separate.
Dumb. One way of putting it.
Tedious, annoying.
I didn't really notice the difference, frankly. Build it here, build there. I gotta click the same number of buttons.
Build it everywhere.
Speaking of tedious, do we want to kick it up a speed?
I was waiting for everyone to kind of get settled in a little before I did, but I will.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Who wants
let's pause. Well, is it too fast for me? Pause.
It's too late now.
So you're saying that
Construction
after...
complete.
Oh, I get this trade good without building something on it. I have a system of trade goods and it just automatically happens.
Some systems naturally have them.
And once you occupy the system with like an outpost, you just get that trade resource. You don't have to build a mine.
Exploit it, but you still need to like funnel it back.
But how do you do that?
So,
You create your own trade routes.
yeah, star bases.
System surveyed.
If you click on a star base right now,
Anomaly
and then go
discovered.
to the buildings, the trade route building, if you build multiple
God.
of it, it kind of radiates out from star bases.
I have to build a building.
Buildings are scary.
Manager jobs? No. What? What building do I build?
I believe he's talking about the trade hub building.
Yes.
Yes.
Trade hub. Trade
So
hub.
if you
Tortuga's looking
What
at
I
the
mean is,
planet,
I have to build a building because I have population has just developed,
So
and I have more people than I
one
have.
of the things people have been building that I've seen is they build another alloy building, which converts your minerals into alloys, which makes it so you can build chips faster.
All right, I'll do that. I'm very easily swayed one way or another.
also
I currently have one on the board
noticed
guy. I'm
Yeah,
getting
don't-
warnings, and
yeah.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, don't just try to build buildings though. Don't forget to build districts.
Ah, yes,
Districts
that's
are
true.
Your population.
because all districts give
that would've been
housing,
it.
but the like city districts give the most housing, and then housing and population unlocks.
Where do I see my housing?
So your housing is underneath the pops. It will show you how much you've got and how much is left available.
Oh,
So
so
then-
the green is how much I have left
Construction
available?
complete.
Yes,
Yes.
and if you hover over it, it will give you
Got
the
it.
breakdown.
Same for amenities.
Yeah.
Which is the thing that looks like a bunch of smiley faces and some music notes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Districts. District 9.
Yeah, that can't go wrong.
Well, I'm having Quill's luck as far as
System
neighboring systems. At least on his most recent playthrough with Mom Corporation, which, by the way, he did not play as Mom's Corporation at all. Mom's
He
not,
didn't.
not-
That really annoyed me.
It was not at all. I don't think Mom's is pacifist whatsoever.
No, she is not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's militarist, not pacifist.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
comes out and destroys anybody who opposes her.
So,
But
Lightning
Billboard fires
Dragon,
a laser.
Uh-huh.
I actually need your advice. So, I have some planetary features. I'm guessing these are related to resources I'll unlock later, like crystal, gas,
Oh, yeah, because you're a
and
Gaia world.
moat.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so those are like your stage 2 resources, and you use them for high-tech buildings. So, for example,
Yeah, so those are good.
yeah, for example, your research labs, to get an upgraded version of resource labs, you need it has an upkeep of like the gases. Your alloy foundries, I think when you get to tier 2 versions
Anomaly
of those, they use
discovered.
moats. Civilian industries, which is your infrastructure, your civilian
Howdy, Wait Star.
equipment, that one uses the crystals.
Oh, we got Waidstar here again? Jeez.
Yeah. In fact, he said, no, not this again.
I guess he's burnt out on Dominions. Has to escape and go watch some Tortuga streams.
It's a really low.
Construction complete.
Speaking of Dominions, Sionin.
Only if you can actually figure out how to play the game and teach me.
I know how to play Dominions. Not amazingly well, but I know how to play it, like the basics.
All you need is some basic understanding of 4X and about 300 hours to learn all the spells.
There you go.
That it's the spells that I think
It's just
Sionin
insane.
mainly has a problem with. We can always
This is the
play
spells I have a problem with.
Conquest of Elysium instead. That one doesn't have as many
Anomaly
spells.
discovered.
You mean cut myself Elysium?
Yes. The game where you can
System
lose
survey.
within 2 turns starting the game because a bear attacked your capital.
Up there.
Yes. Or a pack of deer.
Can I... This trade policy, can I trade it? Can I change it often?
I think it's every 10 years or 20
Oh my
years.
god, that's not good.
Yeah, most policies have a cooldown like that.
Yeah, they all have the same cooldown.
I'm gonna go for Marketplace of Ideas. Let's
Construction
do it.
complete.
Unity is always good.
Indeed.
I swear, every anomaly I find is like level 8. What in the world is going on?
Every
Gamer
anomaly,
science
so...
chips.
Yeah, that's...
I can't do any of them.
Anomalous?
Actually, I don't really know my Roman numerals. What is VIII?
It must be 8.
8.
Okay, so that is 8. Okay, I guess I do know my Roman numerals because I can't. My assumption that's what it was. And I guess it is.
Basically, V is 5, and you're adding any I's after that, it's basically adding 1 to it.
Okay.
The conversion is when it's right before the next one. So like 10 is IV or IX.
Yeah, which means basically it's 1 before 10.
Teaching a man how to count on stream. Nothing could be more interesting.
On a stream about a sci-fi future, yes.
Well, I mean, I spent an hour at work yesterday just talking to my brother about Descartes. So, I mean, we could go much more boring.
Believe you mean Descartes?
Oh, God.
Frosty says, "Good times to be a gamer. So many good games." Speaking of which, I know nobody here is as. I mean, the Stellaris crew is a very different crew than the Cold Waters crew, but I've been looking at this game, Dangerous Waters. It is a hardcore submarine simulation.
Yes,
I have that one.
But Dangerous Waters is fantastic. Well, okay, it's good, but it's
Technology research.
Well, okay, actually, it's just alright, but...
It's it's moderately good.
It's a good game.
So if I was to explore near this Celibus Shroud, where would I explore? Near the black hole? Near the... I'm not sure what this is.
so-
Neutron star?
You don't mind aged graphics.
I
and
am
terrible
between
audio,
two black
or-
holes directly south of the shroud.
Technology
Between two black
researched.
holes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wedged between that. Some very natural
sometimes-
geographic borders.
Wait, observation. What?
There's primitives.
Oh,
Anomaly discovered.
that was probably one of those pop-ups I got.
That you immediately ignored, I'm guessing.
Look, I mean, when you're going at fast speed, man, you're flying by the seat of your pants.
Oh man, fast
I was
speed in
playing it
Stellaris.
fast on my-
Stellaris is a game where I feel like it can't go fast enough sometimes. Like, man, come on.
I mean, they
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
want
like-
the jump drive for that reason.
I found a system that has just alloys naturally as an income.
Nice.
Wow.
So that is a thing, apparently. Just kind of...
Yep. Same with
Oh,
modes,
finish
the
is
souls
back.
and gases and stuff.
Watching streams on mobile is not ideal, dude. Especially because this is 1440, already condensed down to 1080. So it's gonna be like
Have mercy
pixels.
on people's phones, man. What are you doing?
There should
the
be a
problem
model
is
button.
I didn't want to make us restart the game just because I hadn't gone to Windows mode before I didn't know I was gonna stream this.
We didn't know you were going to either.
Yeah,
Anomaly
spontaneous.
discovered.
But I thought about it and I was like, well, what would I do if I was excited about this update as I am? I would probably go watch it, somebody stream it.
Construction complete.
And I mean, if they don't have anybody better to watch, they're probably just very lazy and haven't looked at all on YouTube because I'm sure, or Twitch. I'm sure there's, like I said, hundreds. I'm guessing hundreds of people streaming Stellaris at this point. I guess we could go to Twitch and it'll actually give you a count, won't it?
I was about to say.
So let's do it. Air Terranian, you're like our research assistant. Can you go to
Right.
Twitch and see how many people are streaming Stellaris right now?
Well, I'll try.
This is awesome. I'm so glad Air Terranian's here.
So, Leth, when you hosted, did you give us starting planets, like security?
I gave you one guaranteed.
I'm just typing in Stellaris and seeing how many results I get.
I haven't found mine yet.
There are over 1,368 viewers of Stellaris.
Really? I thought it said... Okay, well that's actually...
That's what I'm guessing with the number of.
Yeah, so
It's
maybe
showing live.
you're doing it the right way.
Construction complete.
Seems like it might be less than I thought. I was going to guess hundreds, but at least 100, but now I'm not sure.
Stellaris definitely has the largest, the widest fan base for a Paradox game, but that's still a low bar because Paradox games are fairly niche.
Damn it.
Research concluded.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen.
Well,
System surveyed.
about 100.
Ah, I was right.
Every dog
Should
has its
Construction
day.
complete.
Yeah. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
But often not.
Ooh, an abandoned gateway. Oh. It's not just any gateway.
Is it an L gateway?
It's an L gateway.
Situation
Hey, well, good
log
luck with that, Leth.
updated.
God, I always end up near one of them. Well, to be fair, yeah.
Us.
And sometimes there aren't gray blobs, so we'll just have to see. Sometimes you luck out and there's nothing hostile on the other side at all. So, just have to see.
Well, how's everyone feeling about the patch after playing for our first 30 minutes?
It's been more like 10 hours for me.
Better than the old tile system.
Yeah, I don't know. So, the planet management...
Special
I'm in the process of trying to make
complete.
a very in-depth review of Stellaris versus Distant Worlds Universe
I do think
versus
it's
Aurora 4X. And when you compare those three, the planet management of Stellaris is just, it's never going to hold a candle.
It's a lot better
do
now.
think-
95 actually, Tortuga.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I do think
No
it
Name said
slows
it's fun
down.
dropping in. Yeah, alright. Well, thanks for dropping in, No Name. I think this is the first time I've seen you on the stream, so... I'm not really an expert on this, so it's not really my bread and butter.
Here's something you should know, by the way, guys. You can't actually make trade routes between different factions, between different nations.
You can't?
All your trade routes are internal. At
Oh,
least as
that's-
far as I can see.
When
I'll
you
try and
make
see if that's
a
changed at all
agreement with
since,
somebody, you share some of their trade.
Construction complete.
Oh, okay. That's
So
keep in mind
it's a
then.
good idea to perhaps consider guarding them at some points because piracy will spawn along them, and the more
Yeah.
profitable a trade route is, well,
You
you
have to
can
do,
imagine.
like, trolls or something.
Situation log updated.
Which just really brings back terrible memories of EU4 and Pirate spawning and Hearthstone 3 and Rebel spawning, but hey, you know, if that's the way Paradox wants to play this, sure. We can go back to this old game.
I like this, the change that we can now have trading so on, which you now draw yourself. So yeah, a bit of extra creativity. I just wish they'd allow trade leagues to form, but yeah.
No name. That's funny because I did notice that Ghost is like 95% of the posts in Sabouts is content sharing. Maybe I'll do something with Ghost one day, and it'll be a collaborative effort.
Are you ever gonna do something collaborative with Battle Group Gamer, the person
Anomaly
that
discovered.
that constantly posts in yours?
Yeah, I think I was considering. So I don't know what I'll do for the next Rule the Waves campaign, but I think who's our most recent addition to the armor crew? Oak Tree. So I think
Yeah.
Oak Tree. Didn't I see you in? Didn't I see Oak Tree in the game chat for
You
this?
mentioned something in one of them.
Anyways, Oak Tree. I was considering, just including some people from my Discord
Special
on some kind of
project complete.
succession series with Rule the Waves.
Oh,
I just
God.
haven't really thought about it. How would it be successful? Is it really a good idea? I don't know.
The French series was fantastic.
Oh man, I just found a size
Yeah,
25
but those
Gaia
were 3 dedicated streamers of. I mean, not streamers, but content creators.
Although, check it's not like a holy world.
plant. Well, it does have some aliens living on it.
Oh, then it's probably one of the event ones.
Could be a sanctuary or whatever.
It
Yeah.
could be a Lethrington.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Look at that. There's some nice worlds.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
point.
yes, that is probably me. Actually,
Come on, Frosty, that's not very polite of you.
I did encounter an alien species. I should have assumed that it was lightning.
Okay, I have a question. If they were trying to reduce the tedium and the whatever, why didn't they just give us automatic exploration right away?
Construction complete.
Well,
Couldn't there be? There
What-
couldn't be
what-
anything more in line with their objectives than making automatic exploration something you don't have to research, which I've never seen before in a game.
yeah, for
Clever
whatever
idea,
reason,
mind you. I'm not saying it's not a clever idea, but I
Situation
don't think
log
it fits with
updated.
their the direction they're trying to take Stellaris.
for whatever reason, they really wanted the exploration to be very involved early on. It's I don't know exactly
System
what
survey.
the reasoning behind that is, but
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe they could implement
Alright,
something like
I-
we could send out a bunch of
Cooperation
probes
will
to
benefit
nearby
us all.
systems with which will do partial survey to an extent, and
are you only one
Mhm.
system wide?
No, right now, yeah.
System surveyed.
Oh,
I
there's
found my
a
expansion world.
Nate.
Anomaly discovered.
What? What was that?
I found a tier 8 just like you.
Oh, no, yeah. It's a lovely club, isn't it?
Construction
I
complete.
can't research this anomaly club.
Yeah, not for like
you can.
50 more
It just
years.
take a long time.
Yeah, but it'll
Someone's
still take
posted
50
that
years.
diary, 127.
Righteous. What the hell is righteous?
Crime minus 25 on the planet
Woo!
the person is in charge of.
Got it.
Special
because I have the
project
same thing.
complete.
I'm not sure if Finnish is still listening, but yeah, planet size is still a thing. It dictates how many sectors you can build.
How do I get more influence?
Good question. I'm
Not-
wondering the same thing. 'Cause that's definitely my bottleneck right
Feels
now.
a bit slow. I spent all this time, put all this time into building a second construction ship, and neither of them
Yeah,
are doing anything.
building
System
outposts
surveyed.
feels really expensive early on.
Yay, Finish is still there. Not that we demand you're here, but we are honored by your
No,
presence.
no, he's required to be here.
You're required to be here.
Okay. What type of world do the foxes live on?
Ocean.
What does the fox say?
No, you're not bringing that back.
I hadn't seen it until like
Construction
months ago.
complete.
Of course.
I turned down an option to give me more influence. You know, one of those whatever anomalies that you can either persist in or you can just say forget about it. I'll take the influence. Well, there's really an incentive just to take the influence now.
A
Construction
level
complete.
8 anomaly or freaking
Anatomy?
It's a enemy. What he meant to
Yeah.
say.
No one lets
An
know.
enema?
I have a level 8 thing on top of the planet I can colonize, which means I can't colonize it until I research the level 8 thing.
Because it might be horrible. It might turn out that the planet's actually a
Anomaly
gas
discovered.
giant or something. You never know.
Actually, it's a really crappy planet. It's got so many tile blockers on it.
Yeah, but it's your planet
It's
type.
my crappy planet, yes.
Yeah.
Also, it's the only planet I saw on my entire trip all the way out to you, so.
Oh. That's sad. It's a
Mhm.
very lonely galaxy, isn't it? Doesn't affect me at all.
Evading heretics. That's always what I want to hear.
I think that means you're evading enemies, you weird spiritualist fanatic.
Well, it's better than not evading them.
He's got you there.
I don't know, does he? Does he
That's your
really?
purpose.
First tradition done.
Already? Jeez.
Tradition. Tradition.
Yeah, it is pretty fast.
Why is it you start off already having a slight fleet? I mean, at this stage of the game, no one's expecting to be fighting anyone or anything because there's no one that you know of to fight.
Well, technically, from what I know from the people that play this game competitively, you know, the weirdos, the strategy was before this patch release, you would build corvettes as soon as possible, and the moment you discovered someone, you would just declare war on them right away and swarm them with corvettes.
Talking about from a narrative perspective, I mean,
System
imagine this:
surveyed.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
just
sure.
exploring other stars. You don't know if there's alien life out there. Why are you
Yeah.
building warships?
Well, I mean, I guess just internal measures. Security.
Just in case there is one.
I think it's more of a security. If you're playing it from a role-playing perspective, you
To enforce
probably
your
would
own
be good for security.
You know, I just
Yes.
realized your emblem is a giant skull, Tortuga. I don't feel like your people are actually that loving.
We are shrooms of unity and peace and love and
Are
happiness.
we the baddies?
Guys, what the fucking bad guys?
Construction complete.
I don't know. What makes you say that? Oh, I don't know. We just have skulls on everything.
System
What?
surveyed.
That's just
Oh.
a mushroom. Formed mushroom. Our
Oh,
people
yeah.
look beyond looks, so we've made it our emblem.
So by beyond looks, you mean like you've got skulls of your dead laying around everywhere?
Well, they're mushrooms. I don't think they have skulls.
That's fair.
New faction.
Yeah, I also just got my first faction.
Me too.
Funny
I
how
found
that
works.
works. Research agreements.
Wait, what are you doing?
Your fleet power apparently is overwhelming.
I only have 8
Construction
ships.
complete.
Better than
More than
our
me. I have 3.
overwhelming.
A planet, a desert world.
That is like the worst possible result for an ocean-dwelling species, isn't it?
Probably.
Situation log updated.
So wait, you're telling me we found a new world? Yes, sir! What's it made out of? No
Sand.
water! Oh!
Anomaly discovered. Construction
That's less
complete.
than ideal.
We have lost air.
Oh no. I hate sand.
Yay, automatic exploration.
Technologies
It's not horse and rough
researched.
and gets everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. See, you understand.
I mean, I'm a furry species, so that sand it gets into the fur, and man,
This
it's hard
does
to,
not surprise me.
it's hard to wash out.
Oh, yep, found that L gate. Oh boy.
Congratulations. So there's also dark matter there. So
Well, that's actually
Situation
pretty
log
good then.
Updated.
So these consumer goods that I'm just accruing, what do you do with them?
they're for your population.
Special
If they don't have them, they
project
get kind of
complete.
upset.
Can they be sold on the market?
Yes, they can.
I hope so, because
Ooh, okay, I like that.
I think alloy
Special
is the most
project
expensive.
complete.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think it's a 4-to-1, and consumer goods is like a 2-to-1.
Civilian fabricators? Oh, so it's just really good artisan building.
I accidentally spawned a fanatical purifier next to me with an event.
Oh, lovely.
Oops. Is
Well, on the
that
bright
what
side,
you're
at
gonna
least-
say to the tribunal when you meet them? Oops.
It was an accident, I swear.
My bad.
could have
Okay.
happened to anyone.
So, how actually do you create these trade routes? Like, how do you...
They're
Anomaly
automatic.
discovered.
Oh, it's just automatic. Okay.
In the bottom right in the map mode should be.
Oh, perfect!
And little arrows, yeah.
Okay, I've got one now. Sweet.
Yeah, so you can see where it's going, and you can also see like the values if piracy's kind of ramping up there. So you can kind of see the status of it.
I believe you can manually redraw it.
Clerk
but it's also
jobs.
automatic.
Oh man, that's awesome. I want more clerks. Precinct houses. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. How much stuff I can do.
System surveyed. Anomaly discovered.
What do clerk jobs give you?
Construction complete.
They're like trade. They generate
I
electronics.
think. Yeah, I think they might. Just read it.
Okay.
They produce
Very
trade value
helpful.
and amenity.
Yeah, no, I was playing a spiritualist earlier, but I can't
Anomaly
remember.
discovered.
Trade value and amenities.
Construction. Ooh, found some more exotic gases. We're apparently in a very gassy part of the world. I mean,
That's
galaxy. I guess world in the royal sense.
I believe this
Mm.
makes some of the stations that do the nebula harvesting better now.
Oh, cool. I like the sound of that.
I haven't. I mean, I had the tech in my other game, but I wasn't next to any nebulas. But it'd be interesting to see if they're not as bad.
That's a way to put it.
Technology
Well, they weren't
research.
very good before.
System surveyed.
Well.
Well.
Where did you say you were, Combat? You're like 3 o'clock, right?
Yep, right by the core.
Are you just to the left of the Oracle's Grave Nebula, then?
I'm just a little south of that, but yes.
Okay. Got it. You're fairly far
Construction
south, but I might
complete.
try expanding in that direction.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't like how Fleet Manager, or rather
System
technology,
surveyed.
is no longer F3. It's now Market.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It is an interesting design decision. You've taken away something. Like, there should be a very good justification for doing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but technology is more important than the market.
That's spoken like somebody who's not playing a MegaCorp.
I was playing a
Spoken
MegaCorp
like
before.
spoken like someone that doesn't play a lot of
Anomaly
Sins of the
discovered.
Soul Empire, or you're just spamming that market button all day long.
What? The pirates are almost gonna raid? Bid them up.
Oh well, yeah, that too. Oh my god, yeah.
I haven't played Sins in a long time. It's not very stable on Windows 10.
I don't know. I play it all the time. I'm on Windows 10,
Yeah, it crashes on me a lot.
and I play Rebellion with heavily modded gameplay.
Huh. Okay, so trade hub. Yeah, this is all very
Colonization
different.
initiated.
Trade hubs don't do what I want them to do anymore.
No, they collect trade goods in the area. They don't just generate money.
Oh, I see. So this system, which is two-way, I can't collect trade goods until I upgrade
System surveyed.
Right.
another one of those. I see. Oh my gosh, how should we respond? One of my possible responses is, love is friendship set to music. That's perfect.
Oh god.
The befriending begins.
So did
The
Air...
Urgalok Archivists. They are obviously Fallen Empire.
Hello, powered exoskeletons.
Anomaly
I think
discovered.
Air got booted out, if you want to
He
move him
did.
back in.
Wow, that's funny, yeah. I hadn't heard from him. What are
I said
Mega Forges, by the
System
way? It's
surveyed.
interesting.
Mega Forges?
Don't we already have something which turns
That's an
minerals
upgrade.
into ally?
Yeah, but it's like an upgrade to it that requires a specific resource to build.
Anomaly discovered.
Welcome
Everything
back.
okay?
Only I cared enough about you, Air.
I said something. Tortuga just ignored me.
Wait, what?
Construction complete.
Exactly.
I'm getting a lot of fuzz on that end. Lightning saying something?
What in the world?
Hmm?
Oh, that's an interesting event.
What?
Happened.
I found a system full of tomb worlds.
Oh, I think I've seen something like that before.
So, super useful for you, right?
Guys, press F to pay respects.
I mean, I can't use them.
Maybe
So
one day
thank
you
you.
can terraform them.
I guess I could settle robots on them one day, but
You know, speaking of that, I had droids. I did not see an option to
System
colonize with
surveyed.
droids. I don't know if that's a bug or if I was missing something.
So where's my research now? Speaking of it not being
Yeah,
F3.
that's
Grouped up into one thing. It's to the right of your Unity. You mouse over it, it tells you your individual.
Oh, I thought
Construction
you meant like
complete.
the technology tab.
Oh yeah, I do want to know the technology tab.
There is no hotkey for it.
Yeah, there's no hotkey, but it's in the left.
It's underneath your fleet manager.
Technology
So
researched.
it's not F11. It's no hotkey at all.
Scientist who's not doing anything. That's not good. Yikes. The galaxy's most delicious aliens.
System surveyed. Technology researched.
Oh! Well, that's good for me.
Is it?
I'm right next to the Marauders. Oh, no, it's combat one. Oh, God. You're white, so I thought you were Marauders.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah, you know.
Construction
Thought that they were
complete.
going to give you a bunch of blankets and stuff. I understand.
But they're over here anyway. They're just farther to the right.
Anomaly discovered.
So, who's gonna form the Federation that we all unite under to win the game? I'm not worried about this enthusiasm.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like Hearts of Iron. You've got to wait till everything's on fire before people want to join factions.
Construction complete.
Oh, no, there is a horde over there, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
they're-
is.
Yeah.
Is the one that's going
Much
to
farther
kill
away.
or
Colonization initiated.
one that'll just call you Dwamax all day?
Zoomtag?
No, Lightning Dragon, don't build something there. That's my only way out that direction. You should let me have it.
Technology researched.
And so it begins.
Alright, war, countdown to war in 3, 2, 1.
You got my hopes up for nothing.
My people will remember this Lightning Dragon.
Oh, yeah, you can no longer colonize with droids. That's a huge nerf to robots. Wow, okay.
System
System
surveyed.
Huh. So, I can't colonize anything till I can change things to Gaia worlds. Ouch.
Oh my gosh. There must be some kind of balancing that makes that not horrible, right?
Not sure. From what I've been reading, robots are way more expensive to make now than they used to be.
Hmm.
So
I'm glad
feel
I
like
didn't
it's
choose the robotic.
Yeah.
Anomaly discovered.
Aha. I don't know, they have this damn system right in the middle of my empire. Dark matter drawing. It's the only thing it has in it, too. It's just a resource I can't use until some godforsaken technology in the future. Hey, we have... Polo, I am... Sorry, this stupid Discord was covering my chat. We have...
Oops.
You can colonize, just cost more amenities from P. Polo. Then we have Crawhan saying, "Hi Tortuga, love your Rule the Waves vids. When I found your videos, I bought it. Because it's hard to find a game where you can design ships. Speaking of games you can design ships, you can also do that in what is it? Airships.
Airships conquer the skies. You have a lot of trouble remembering that one.
It's that new video, that new series that really interesting channel was doing. It just started it.
And so the Cold War begins.
I mean, you could end it right now and make it a hot war.
That's true.
Well, I don't know anything about going to war in this
Anomaly
this version.
discovered.
God.
Hey, hell.
War never changes.
Except all the time.
This is modern war.
Construction.
Well, I feel like I'm probably the most isolated individual. For some reason, I can see the galactic Garathi regime, which is to your northwest left. You can check it out on my stream.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Did they go
Kurt
through a
over asked,
wormhole or something?
Is Zap leading your fleet, Tortuga? All we need to do is keep sending people at them until the robots have reached their kill limit, and they shut down. That was that Brannigan, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Keep throwing more at him.
System surveyed.
It's
And
a
it was
valid
also-
strategy.
System
It
surveyed.
was also Mum's very pacifist kill bots.
Very pacifist.
Those were against, yeah, exactly. Those were against
Situation
Mom.
log updated.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't make...
Construction
It's
complete.
impossible.
There's an X. Not gonna be touching that anomaly
System
for a long time.
surveyed.
Or
To
10,
restart
whatever
playing
it is.
Stellaris 2 with the new expansion. Yeah, it's interesting, Cryan. I was actually enjoying
Technology
Stellaris a lot
researched.
before this expansion came out. Okay, this might be a question more for Combat Wombat than anyone. I guess actually, oops. Lightning, you
Construction
play a lot of
complete.
games and probably have a good opinion on this. Everyone else doesn't, obviously. Sorry, Left. No, but what are the top 4X space games of all time? If you were to play them now, even if you were to play it, not like, so I'm including Aurora 4X in my list, but I'm including it in the year 2018. So Masters of Orion, you have to take into account that it's now extremely dated.
Space Empires 4,
remake.
Space Empires 4, Space Empires 4, and Space Empires 4.
That's just the same game. You just said the same game 4 times.
I think that's his point.
That's just how good it
I
is.
would say Space Empires 4 Gold. I don't even know what the difference between that and the base game is, but that's the one I had, so. I probably didn't start playing it until like 5 years after it came out, so.
Yeah, so
Special
Gold was a
project
standalone
complete.
expansion that added drones and some other stuff. I don't remember. It's been like
Anomaly discovered.
more than a decade now.
First of all, I do agree with you. It's one. I would say it's on my top 5. It doesn't even make my number 1 overall, which is Aurora 4X. Which combat, if you played, would be your number 1?
Lightning, you know the
Construction complete.
X-Van Labs or whatever it is, Van Labs.
Ooh,
Uh,
Starflight. I don't
System
know that one.
surveyed.
It's the pretty common event where it's like some ancient species were developing a weapon. We should go to their lab to get it, and it gives you like the fancy weapons tech when you do it.
Don't remember that one off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay. Normally it spawns all the way on the other side of the galaxy, so you get to it late game. It actually spawned in my borders. So that's interesting.
Lucky.
Construction complete.
So I'm curious
Situation
to
log
see what tech
updated.
it's going to give me this early in the game.
So what does a city district give you besides housing?
I'll give you a
Perfect.
job.
Gives you clerks.
This is just, I need to learn this whole system. It is a lot.
Situation log updated.
So it does give a job. It gives a single job, which is a clerk.
And it waits one of your 20 or whatever your planet size spots to do that, right?
But it also
So
gives
basically
you
you
a
need
big chunk of housing.
Yeah, you need housing to build the buildings. Otherwise, your population only works in districts, which is like not really that great. Well, I guess necessary, but okay. I'm starting to piece this together.
Anomaly discovered.
Why would you build a hydroponics farm if you can just build a agricultural district?
Efficiency?
And what are manager jobs?
Well, for a MegaCorp, a manager is a specific type of job. It gives like what, Unity and amenities, I think.
Anomaly discovered.
See, I still don't know what these amenities are
System
doing.
surveyed.
They make your people happy.
But I have. So does it matter how many you
amenities-
have, or is it just make sure you're positive?
If you're the more positive are, you get an additional happiness bonus
Got
on
it.
top of it.
Okay, makes sense.
I think there are diminishing returns on that, but there's no it's not bad to have a high number of it.
So manager jobs are good. Let's get one of those.
System surveyed.
Please do not hire this guy. Please don't hire him. Okay. Did they hire the one I didn't
System
want?
surveyed.
They did! Yes! Amazing people. 25% chance to hire the worst one. And they did it. You've done it.
Construction
Job.
complete.
This is why democracy is a terrible, terrible thing.
Okay, sure.
Technology.
Which of the many forms of government that have been tried would you prefer?
In my current position, dictatorship.
You can't be. No, you gotta be a little bit more precise than that. How's the ruler chosen exactly?
If they're me, they're the leader.
System
I see.
surveyed.
So you've proclaimed yourself an immortal god emperor.
I mean, in a way. I'm like a mind leech who sucks onto the new leader.
So you're a brain slug.
Yeah, I'm a brain slug, basically. The brain slugs. All hail the Hypnotoad.
Construction complete.
So what's everyone's number 2 then? Still expansion, domination, harmony? God, there's just too many to choose. I just have never ever chosen domination in the first 4, and now I'm wondering if it is actually decent.
Well, domination is totally different now.
Yeah. So I hear.
It's pretty good. Extra worker security, more worker production, more housing, governor leaders, ruler leader, cap level. It's good. It's good now. It's gone from like the worst to, I'd say, in the top 3, maybe.
I'd like to cancel the purchase of this. Thank you. Oh, my consumer goods are going down.
Construction complete. System surveyed.
Alright, so how do you build consumer goods?
You build a civilian industry
Construction
or
complete.
some other thing that supplies artisan jobs.
I think civilian industry is the only way to get it.
No, there are
Construction
others.
complete.
I just saw a tech a while ago that
Special project
I didn't
complete.
pick it, but there was one that it gave
Situation log updated.
how many? Gave like 3 artisan jobs?
Was it the upgrade version or?
No, it's a different thing
Construction
completely.
complete.
It's a ruler of a polity can basically back artists to create
Anomaly
great work.
discovered.
Just invest in big
Anomaly discovered.
financial enterprises. In what way is this not like Renaissance Italy?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
It's not quite Kurt's over, it's more like a bad monarch. You can have dictatorships that are moderated. See the Republic of Venice. There's a Doge quite a number of issues there.
Technology.
I'm not sure whose game it is, but I
researched.
can hear one of your games playing by the way, guys.
Might be me.
Starflight. Oh my gosh, Starflight is from 1986? Holy cow. My goodness.
Construct.
Yeah, you old person.
Ships upgraded.
Good old Kurt Over. Dictatorship is putting all your eggs in one basket. Bag dictator and you're screwed. And it usually does work out that way since power corrupts and all that.
Oh, especially when Tortuga's in charge.
Situation
Oh, I
log
found another
updated.
people. They are just like me.
Let's see.
Situation
Oh,
log
man.
updated.
Jeez, I can't expand that way now, though. Damn you.
System surveyed.
Come in.
Anomaly discovered.
Wow. Okay.
Damn it.
System surveyed. Special project complete.
Ah, my amenities are negative now, too.
System surveyed.
Everything's falling apart for Tortuga.
It actually is not going well. Things are starting to turn red.
Being an evil, exploitative, capitalist monopoly company could be so difficult.
Construction complete.
Hey, now that sounds like commie talk to me.
I can declare martial law. What is this, France?
Ouch.
The thing is, you're trying to make money during peacetime in a game that advocates making money during a war.
I don't know, the game also does a pretty good job of making money during peacetime.
Probably better, actually.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Tortugaville is starting to sound like a not nice place. What are you talking about, Kurt? Finnish says actually it's Ukraine. Martial law, that's right. They actually did.
System
Which is
surveyed.
actually not much of a laughing matter for being serious. Kind of scary, actually.
I was thinking about this.
Special
I don't know why, it's
project
just
complete.
I don't know, something to entertain my thoughts. What would happen if in this China trying to, say that they own this sea? What if happens if in this, game of chicken, neither one yields and there's a collision and hundreds of people on both sides die? I'm just like 99% sure that we don't go to war. I mean, but the 1% alternative is horrifying.
Use companies go and use as propagandas, internal propaganda and propaganda to other peoples and so on, and basically just rally more patriotism and more building of. So the Cold War will just intensify.
We're on to some very cheerful discussions here now, folks.
Maximal darker.
Situation log updated.
I'm just a realist, Lev.
Uh-huh.
Tortuga is entirely real. He is not a complex individual.
Wow. I guess that's a way to put it. Construction project.
No
How do I
mathematicians
get
here.
to this? Damn it. Stop finding anomalies.
System surveyed.
Anomalies are not particularly anomalous these days. Oh, common.
Situation log updated.
Get your
maybe
fancy
it's not-
logic out of here, boy. We don't need your learned types around here.
Okay, listen, if you're going to do that, could you at least try and put on a British accent? It is
No.
Britain that voted to say that they have had enough of experts.
What?
Theoden, care to...
I don't even know where that comment comes from.
Go on.
I could go on for like hours on that, so I'm just gonna put a pin in that.
Construction complete.
Look, we're allowed to fire shots at Russia and China. I don't know why
Construction
suddenly
complete.
UK is being thrown into the bus.
Well, I just, during my friendship with Theoden, I've enjoyed, during the entire Brexit process, like every week, meeting him and be like, so, how's that going over there? And he'd just be like, shut up.
Look at the thing I find most entertaining about this whole issue is that Brexit sounds a lot like breakfast.
The joke has been made.
System surveyed.
My favourite thing of the entire Brexit thing was after it happened, just so many American people just gave us so
complete.
much shit, and then Trump happened. Then they were like, "Don't mention anything."
There was an amusing picture somebody put up of a sign outside a pub saying that this was in 2016 after the Brexit vote. Britain and America were having a competition to see who could be more insane. Britain is currently in the lead, but America still has its trump card.
Ha ha ha.
Saw it coming.
I hate you.
That
That's
pun
a
was
horrible joke.
I didn't come up with it.
Dude,
I'm
you
just
said it,
messing
so
with
now it's you're
Bullshit
partially
to us.
responsible.
Choose
yeah,
the message.
Finish feels my pain. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I
Anomaly
can inflict
discovered.
this bit of
that's,
discomfort.
that's like I didn't make the anthrax, I just delivered it.
Finish says, yay, political discussions. Exactly. When do we get into this?
Look, you've known.
Oh, Katori's here! Oh my gosh! Katori, did I get this straight? I know your
System
brother's
surveyed.
brother's actually serving on a submarine, I think, but are you also serving on a submarine or just also in the Navy?
Hey, yo.
Construction complete.
Kurt says, waiting for Tortuga to periscope identify a Japanese merchant in cold waters and then ram it with the Seawolf. Yeah. You know what's really funny is I'm already starting to...
Situation log updated.
Katori's here with his brother Gaskin, I think, yes. Anyway, I just started to record the 1968 campaign for Cold Waters because I'm expecting, my wife, I should say, and I are expecting a child
Again?
in like the next 3 weeks.
Yes,
So I'm not going to be around for a while. Trying to stock up on recordings. Anyway, so in the 1968 campaign, the American subs honestly are better off ramming ships than using their torpedoes.
I can't help but wonder if there
System
might
survey.
be some user error involved in that, though.
No, this episode is not going to air and see the light of day, so I can just explain what happened with one of them. One of the missions, I fired a Mark 37, I think they are. They're really slow, guided torpedoes back in the 1968. I fired it at a Riga, and it's pursuing, and the Riga's slowly outpacing it. So then I launched some Mark 16s. Yes, the same Mark 16s that are ancient, unguided. I put 3, and one of them goes under the bow, under the keel. It doesn't detonate by magnetic detection. It just went right by it. You can't win? The torpedoes, which are faster than the ship, go underneath it, and the torpedoes, which can actually, are guided, are too slow.
This is why you like dangerous waters, because the torpedoes actually work.
Well, the torpedoes work in all the other campaign modes. It's just the 1968 missions are difficult.
Construction complete.
Can you not change the settings at all in these torpedoes as to when they'll explode and so on?
Tori says the Cold Waters doesn't support straight fire torpedoes very well. Yeah, if you're going to do straight fire torpedoes, then give me the old Silent Hunter 3.
Just use a shift caliber.
I have a timed mission.
Power torpedoes use rockets.
Go do this mission immediately.
I don't know, I think Tortuga is really a fan of grenades from what I've seen of his airship
System
series.
survey.
So somebody was saying that I'm abusing the AI, but
Special
my problem with that is if you build
complete.
boarding ships, you're abusing the AI. If you build
Yeah.
long-range cannons, you're abusing the AI. You can't really do anything in that game. The AI is just not... It's not going to keep pace no matter what you do.
No. Hey, Lightning, did you like the trade agreement there?
I
Special
accepted it.
project.
You're
complete.
getting 3 energy credits of income from it, and almost 1 point of unity from it.
Construction complete.
Oh, that's cool.
From you, I'm getting like
Construction complete.
it was like 0.2 energy credits and 0.3 unity, something like that. So, you're getting a lot more out of this than I am. But
That's surprising. Why is that?
Stellaris
I don't
seems to
know.
be turning into civilization.
well, I think the trade thing I think it's because it's based on trade routes, and I
Ah.
think I have more trade going on right now.
That is true. You do.
So
Is there anything... Oh, man. I got the Lost Amoeba. That I just feel bad because you can't add it to your fleet. It's a separate fleet for eternity.
Just eat it. Turn it into biomatter.
Yes, we will order a dissection. Probably wouldn't do this normally.
You monster.
Whoa! Oh, God.
What happened?
System surveyed.
nothing good from the sound of it.
Reach the edge of the galaxy. I'd send my fleet like God knows how far.
I have a nice little I found a nice little tail
Construction complete.
of systems that doesn't connect to anything else but my empire. So I was able to carve myself out a little corner over here.
That's nice.
Yeah,
System
doesn't happen
surveyed.
often.
Oh,
Well, it
Combat
does
Wombat,
happen.
I got your message. I can't go to war with him yet.
Special project complete.
Much of a fleet.
Special project complete.
Katori says the Mark 37s are
Oh,
like coming on
whoa.
surf ships. Yeah, but I just wire guide them. And I literally have to wire guide them. They will go under the keel as well. So it makes the 1968 campaign kind of a...
Anomaly
What in the
discovered.
world? Lightning, where did this big faction come from right next to me?
What faction?
The Craxus Corporate Alliance just spawned out of existence right next to me.
I don't see it, so I don't know. Do communications with me, and I can see it.
Yeah, it's trade deal,
Oh.
right?
Western service?
They just like spawned
An
here.
alien empire
Whoa!
is
I
reaching out
flew through
to
their
us.
territory.
Yeah.
They're
It might
peaceful
have become
traders.
their territory after you flew through it.
Can I change my mind? This lost juvenile, it's just following my science ship around, and I feel bad just slaughtering. Is there an option
Oh,
to say I want to
no.
just live peacefully with it now?
Oh, we're
Special
not going to be friends with
project
these people because
complete.
they're about to block me
System
in with
surveyed.
Starbase.
That's not
They
very nice.
beeline towards that system and they're building right now. So I'm gonna have to go to war with them, I think. Again! Again! Tortuga, why does this keep happening to me?
I think his random world generator is not so random.
Look, I didn't have like all that great of luck with EU4 last night.
What did you try playing as?
I think it's because we're streaming. I should just not be a part of your streams anymore. Every time I end up in this situation.
See, this is what I need. I need a champion like Katori on my side who says every single player game is abusing the AI. I don't even really think it's abusing an AI if it's single player. Because you're just playing the game a different way. I mean, what's a game supposed to be for? For following the rules or for having fun? I don't know. You can choose, but for me, it's like I want to play the game the way I want to play it.
Special project complete. Anomaly discovered.
Oh,
The
Dead scientist.
people
No!
connected-
That was the good scientist. Why did...
I feel kind of bad saying that to these guys because they're pacifists. I'm like,
I have some very hostile pacifists right next to me.
I told mine, like, I broke my research agreement with them and everything, and they're like, but why? And I'm like, I'm sorry! You took my, you forward settled me Civ
Special
style.
project complete.
You doomed yourself. It's their own
Just federate
fault.
with them. Federate with them, come on.
I would like to, but the problem is they're blocking any future expansion for the next hundreds of years if I do it that way.
Construction
Wait, hang
complete.
Get open borders, go to the other side, and block them in.
System surveyed.
It costs way more
Construction
influence to build a
complete.
station that isn't directly connected. I'd rather just go to war than waste influence points like that.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, Daniel's not in a good situation, it sounds like.
Well, I'm gonna be building a very, 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 very fortified starbase.
Uh-huh.
I found some fanatical purifiers.
Yeah, those aren't fun,
Good
are
job.
they?
They're scary.
That is a good point, Kurtover. That is a very good point about games.
System surveyed.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't like Civilization as a series.
Construction complete. System surveyed.
So I was saying it's about how you feel a game achieves balance in single player by tilting things against you. Whether the opposition has to follow the same rules you do or don't. And the counter example I was giving in Civilization...
Zephion's here.
AI
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen
Horribly.
Zephion in forever. Sorry to interrupt there. Just got very excited. I was thinking of streaming this myself in a bit. But we can pass on the baton to you. I'm no
Stellaris
expert, so.
series?
Then Kurt Over says, well, it's also how you feel about a game achieving quote-unquote balance in single player by simply tilting things against you. I see. You're responding air to Kurt's comment, I think. Or whether the
Yeah.
opposition has to follow the same rules you do. Yeah, so when an AI get a bonus, I think it's necessary in some games, unfortunately, but it's always... I think most people dislike that when you have to, like, approach the AI to make them a challenge. With all this, I mean, machine learning is now a huge buzzword, and that's where a lot of jobs are. So what we may see is better developed AI in the near
Construction
future.
complete.
There are many directions which it's developing currently. I wonder how well an AI can design a game, though. Because that's a fair bit more complicated than merely learning to play it.
I don't really care about game design, I just want them to play it better.
Good time.
Construction complete.
Crystal mines.
Nowadays, people have applied AI to
Anomaly
all
discovered.
kinds of games. Various forms to try and basically learn how to learn them so well. When we're applying machine learning, though, to something like, say, Stellaris, you've got so many different kinds of inputs and values and so on you have to balance. I'm curious as to how they train a network to do that. Well, it reminds me of an interesting development I did read about in AI that might help in general.
Which would be?
Something called transfer learning. What you do is you take a bunch of smaller tasks. Let's say you've got something big, like let's say this game. Yeah, and within it you've got lots of smaller tasks you need to balance, right? You know, energy acquisition, that sort of thing. Well, what you can do is, effectively, by training lots of small networks on those specific tasks,
Construction complete.
you can then have an algorithm which sort of just create a bigger network by transferring some of the weights from the smaller
Anomaly
networks over
discovered.
to it, to sort of create a network that can do a sort of
Construction
combined algorithm,
complete.
if that makes sense. Let's say you had a problem that required that had several different stages. To be able to read numbers from a photograph and then count those numbers and then sort them.
I wonder if Sabouts is streaming this. What is Sabouts doing? Let's see if he can hot join. Hot join as this empire right next to me.
Is it a hostile empire that you want to destroy?
No, no. I'm a mega corporation. I'm a pacifist. I'm not a mom pacifist. I'm a real pacifist.
Yeah, I'm next to a pacifist, and they declared me as a rival. So
Anomaly discovered.
Well,
pacifist
nothing
is-
wrong with that.
That just means their heart is
Tortuga,
filled
what do you think your
with
MegaCorp
neutrality.
is most serene?
Sorry, what was that?
Hey, mate.
Construction
Would you say
complete.
that your playstyle as this MegaCorp is going to be most serene and peaceful?
Oh,
I really doubt that. He's playing as evil mushrooms.
Mhm.
I am playing as very happy
Technology
people.
research.
Evil
I-
mushrooms.
I think the point is I don't know what I'm doing yet. I have no idea what the right thing to do is,
Construction
much less the...
Right, so your space Venice, and you're going to be
Special
backstabbing like
project
Venice actually did.
complete.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah, that's basically correct.
Anomaly
I'm
discovered.
just
Never
fumbling my
trust
way
her.
through this game. Damn it. Damn you, Influence, you bested me again.
Do one again, Influence.
Yeah, but automatic exploration is not smart.
Did you just talk about why you wanted it so badly earlier?
Do you? I wish I had it earlier.
But he also
definitely
wishes he
helping.
didn't have it.
It's helping with 2/3 of my scientists, except for one of them who's not doing the right thing.
Construction complete.
Hypnotoad selected Turtle Shroom Inc. Employee of the
Mining station
Kilo Cycle
lost.
for the 20th time in a row. I don't know. For a time at least, Futurama was my favorite show in the world.
System
The
survey.
best show of all time.
Well, technically it's over, so
I just mean, like, if I was to compare the enjoyment I got out of anything, at some point it was Futurama 1. God,
Construction
man,
complete.
boy, did they just... Oh, man, they just killed me They redid it. I don't know what
Hostile
I'm not sure if
station.
I've seen all the episodes since they like relaunched it, but the way they made Fry always like such a hopeless romantic for Leela, and he never got her, and she just kept shrugging him off. It was
You clearly haven't
heartbreaking.
watched the whole series then.
Yeah. I mean, they were on, so maybe they changed
Don't
it.
spoil things. Jeez.
Part of the charm, though, too. I think I remember this one episode where was it the one where he learns to play an instrument?
Oh yeah, I love
Oh
that.
yeah.
Ah, it was
Music
the
is bad,
best.
and you should feel bad.
System surveyed.
That one gets a lot. That quote gets a lot of play. They'll do. Your game is bad, and you should feel bad.
Need influence. Poor construction ships. They have nothing to do. Okay, let me look at my empire size. Ooh! 96% empire cohesion. What's that all about?
You're snaking out too much. You probably have holes.
Construction
Where do you
complete.
check-
Because I have the Devil's Maw, which is a resource I can't even use.
Where do you check cohesion
Construction
at?
complete.
Under the empire size,
Technology research.
to the right of the rare minerals.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's nice that Unity doesn't really mean anything, so you have to create something else, which means exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, it's because they didn't want to call it. What are they called in Civ? Combat. What is this called? What are the tradition stuff called in Civ? Is it Unity? No.
System surveyed.
One of them is
I don't
Isn't it
I don't play
policy?
anything after Civ 4, so
It was in Civ 4. It was the victory you could get by just
Culture.
oh,
victory.
culture victory, yeah.
culture. Yes,
Technology
it used to be called
research.
culture, but since Stellaris didn't want to call it
Situation
culture,
log
they call it
updated.
Unity.
I kind of like it though.
Stellaris is just Civ in space, but a slightly better version.
Well, I mean, this is a lot. I don't. Every Forex game can just be called Civ, whatever, or you can call Civ Stellaris in the ground.
I'm saying in the sense that you get to choose where you put in your stations and so on, and build up things from scratch like that. As opposed to say EU4, where lots more is determined for you beforehand.
Construction complete.
Since Stellaris is the better game.
Did they like up the number of hostiles, like neutral hostiles everywhere?
I don't think so.
No.
System surveyed.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems which are blocking me because of hostiles. Seems like a lot.
At least you don't have a fox blocking you.
Yeah, Fox blocked.
Kurt Over says low cohesion means your Marines are not eating
Situation
enough
log
grams.
updated.
More hyperlinks out of your territory, the less cohesion. Got it. I'm at 96%, which I guess is still decent enough.
Special project complete.
What's everyone's science at right now?
I have a plus 106 total.
132 total.
130.
Tortuga.
Oh, I was waiting for combat, but yeah, I have 158.
What was the question?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm the worst. Got it.
You are the worst. You remember
That's
that.
fine.
I missed it. What was the question?
Oh, we were discussing what everyone's research was at.
126 here.
106?
Measure up.
126.
126, got it.
Yeah, so I am absolutely
Your
worst.
your Unity must be really high though, because you know that whole thing where you got the thing unlocked when I hadn't even got my third one.
Yeah, I'm at plus 40 Unity right now.
Construction complete.
I'm only plus 37.
I'm at
Really?
plus
That's a lot.
31.
System surveyed.
Time to
Strange.
go.
Oh my god, I have unemployed people. And no amenities again. What the hell?
Are you concerned about unemployment? What are you, some form of socialist?
How did you know? That was top secret information.
Your cover revealed.
Wait, I have
Special project
things
complete.
coming in. Research agreement proposal.
Situation
Who are
log
you?
updated.
Who are you and why should I care?
What the hell? This is an AI.
They like you.
Yeah, that was next to
System
me offered it.
surveyed.
Commercial pact invitation. That sounds great. That's probably something I should accept as a MegaCorp, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
They're a mega corporation as well. This is not going to go well.
Or it might go really well. You could make a whole bunch of money from each other.
Can you do that? I mean, I just thought the two mega corporations should compete.
You found Genoa.
Yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah, nice.
Well, in that case, I'm just questioning who is France.
Construction
The
complete.
Galactic Garathi regime.
You probably haven't found them yet, because they'll take over Genoa eventually.
Construction complete.
Well, Stellaris being Stellaris, kind of feels like the downtime. I need to go get my soup.
Oh no.
Anomaly
Not the
discovered.
soup.
Anything but soup.
Yeah, it's delicious.
What is this, Frostpunk or something?
Yes. How did you know?
I'm just worried that my construction ships will... They don't have anything to do anyway while I'm away.
They're just a bit cool around here for some reason. Unusually so.
Air, do you have Stellaris?
I do, but unfortunately not on this computer due to a number of problems, and yeah, I've not been able to play it much the past semester because yeah, past semester has been nuts.
Construction complete.
Hmm. Are you in a penal colony?
I'm a postgraduate student.
It's about the same.
Yeah. Postgraduate student, so you're a postdoc.
Anomaly discovered.
Oh no, postgraduate masters.
Oh, okay, so... Okay, yeah, I guess in the United States we call them different things. We call you either an undergrad or a grad. You're a graduate student.
Yeah. This goes well. I'll start my doctorate at some point soon, but yeah. Penal colony is a decent summary.
Anomaly discovered.
Now, if I have another world and it has amenities, can they, like...
I don't think they share.
Damn it, because one has some and the other doesn't.
No, could trade. Are they a trade good?
No, consumer
No, you
goods
can't-
is amenities isn't.
No,
So you can
amenities per
produce a lot
planet.
of consumer goods on one planet so that you can get amenities wherever they're needed, but
Oh my
I don't
god.
think you
A lot
can
of...
stockpile amenities like that.
I think I'm walled in. I don't think there's anywhere else I can go.
Construction complete.
That's not true at all, never mind. I have this whole arm.
Construction complete.
Has anybody played the game to like 2600?
System
I'm sure somebody
surveyed.
has, right?
Not today, I haven't, but other people have.
Not today. Has anybody ever done it? I haven't done it today, but you know, yesterday, the day before.
Construction
Well, I haven't done
complete.
it on the new patch, but I have played up until like 22 or rather 27 or something, way up there.
Technology researched.
28 even maybe.
I'm still somewhat surprised that Stellaris has various victory conditions to let you end the game early, rather than just playing on as well as you can until the end. It's rather break the pattern, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
System
Depends on the map
surveyed.
size.
You compare it, say, to Hearts of Iron 4, EU4, CK2. I mean, there's no end goal. You can conquer the world, you can still play on as long as you like. Over here, they went for Civ-like victory conditions.
apparently I've encountered some curators.
Ooh, correct.
I don't know where they
I missed
are.
some comments in chat because Sabouts was yelling at me. So, Kurt says, though, you should want a level of unemployment as a megacorp in order to keep labor costs down, shouldn't you? That's a really good point. It shouldn't tax you or, give you any
System
negative
survey.
until you're like 10% unemployment.
List fools.
That's a
Special
really good point.
project complete.
Boy, my scientists are lazy.
Make them assist research.
Even under automatic research, they don't do anything.
Situation log updated.
Dang it, I have pirates now.
So you get a pop-up about it, right? It's not something you need to
Yes.
patrol for until you get a pop-up?
I definitely got a pop-up.
Okay, good. Because I've just been ignoring it, so I'm glad to hear that I haven't been doing something wrong.
Now I'm being raided by them, so I have to go deal with them now.
Oh, I found the trade routes or whatever.
Yeah.
The little arrow button.
But
Construction complete.
what? Trappist? What?
Oh, great goo. Cool.
Whatever. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute myself, keep going.
System surveyed. Construction complete.
Look, everybody invade Tortuga's empire. Get over now.
Special project complete.
Oh, good. Some fanatical purifiers.
Or?
What?
Fanatical
Was that voice?
purifiers?
I don't think that's an oh good moment.
System surveyed.
Not generally. God, these guys next to me, look, Lightning, look at them. Look at the way
Oh,
they're
wow.
snaking.
Jeez.
They're being really annoying. I mean, I can't imagine how far over their admin they must be right now, though. Holy crap.
We must defend our spaceport. Situation log updated.
Well, they got 3 planets and a whole bunch of territory, so they are probably really close to
Construction
the.
complete.
Well, actually, I have a bonus to my admin cap, so they're probably above it by now. Yeah.
I mean, I'm over my limit right now. Oh, Tortuga's got a lot of events. Maybe I should pause. So he gets back with his stupid soup.
That's fine.
Yep.
Katori, get this party started.
You know, I don't like any of these people you've introduced me to.
No, they're not very nice, are they?
No.
Alrighty, I'm back. Went to my kitchen. Turns out a little crumb was left out and the ants have arrived.
Oh, yummy.
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
It's just impossible. I mean, just freaking impossible with a kid. And you can vacuum every day. They will find a way to put crumbs or something on the ground.
Deep fry
I
them
believe it.
and serve them like popcorn. They have a nice crunch.
No.
Talking about children?
I think he was talking about the ants, but either one's probably technically accurate.
I missed something. I guess it's my fault. It's my mind that went to the dark place.
Sounds like you have a...
And you're a father, notice. Shame on you. This game has clearly corrupted your mind, Tortuga.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild guess that Tortuga must have had thoughts about this before.
Eating children?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I mean, you jumped to that conclusion awfully quickly. I'm just saying. Sounds like you have some
Parents-
repressed
Construction complete.
desires going on there.
Kurtover, apparently in my absence, instigated a common
Special
party.
project complete.
He's still out there making good points about unemployment, though. Can you perhaps give me somebody besides... No. Give me useless. I'm getting the most useless scientist this game.
It happens.
After all that, I left my soup in the microwave, damn it.
Oh, Tortuga. What are we gonna do with you?
Construction
The
complete.
countertop we have is that, like, pretend to be granite marble thing. And
Oh.
it's hard to actually see ants on it. So, put my soup down on the ants, and that's when I noticed them on my white bowl. What are these?
Extra crunchy bits.
Actually, I didn't
Protein.
even say
Free
that.
protein.
Knew right away.
I don't know. I feel like ants probably offer a very small amount of protein.
That's why you need to eat them in thousands.
Individually, yes.
Please don't eat thousands of ants.
Make sure they're not the
But you can say the
poisonous
same thing
ones.
about a grain of rice.
A very crunchy grain of rice.
Protein rice.
Mix the two together.
I
And
really
fried
wish,
rice.
they had changed it so that assist research was a system option, not just a planet option that I have to click inside the system to do.
Mm.
Kind of a minor gripe, but
You have many of them.
I'm just saying, if you're making a move towards it's impossible that nobody's thought of that before. Like, oh, why don't we just make this an option to do at the system level? I have unemployment. Okay, never mind. I'll stop griping for now, so I can solve this problem first. Oh god.
Tori, would you actually know much about this? If so, could you please elaborate?
Construction
Does he have experience with eating ants?
It appears it
Construction
does.
complete.
I'll quote,
Get my soup.
I wouldn't recommend that. Ants aren't normally very tasty. Connoisseur.
I respect
Construction
his...
complete.
Oh, not intentionally. Okay.
Oh,
That's fair. I mean, that's like when
You've had a moth fly
you go
in my
on
mouth
vacation
before.
with your family to the beach and you have peanut butter sandwiches and there's sand all in those sandwiches. You didn't deliberately go there to eat the sand, but it gets everywhere. So you're going to eat sand in your sandwich.
Okay, Tori, how are the ants prepared?
I imagine you could fry them. Cover them in butter.
Yeah, frying them would work.
Mm.
You'd have to be
Sure,
really
having your
careful though not to
Construction
burn them.
complete.
You will never guess what kind of soup I'm having. It doesn't have to do with ants, just to spoil those answers.
Tomato.
Is the answer ants?
Tradition 2 done.
Complete.
I'm on tradition 3, so
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Until
Aren't you guys all fancy?
battle station, Stellar Devourer. Oh man, not
Construction
again.
Complete.
command shock fin.
Technology researched. Our brethren
Hey,
come
this
upon each
Leviathan
other
is
with
awe-inspiring.
arms.
Yeah,
A
the fact that he
dark
killed my
day.
science ship. Amazing.
So,
What kind of soup are you having, Tortuga?
the
Oh,
Econo
boy.
Manufacturing Company. Would you like any support for your war?
Not right now, but I'll get back to you on that in the future. We'll see how things go at the start. Basically, if I start screaming, then you'll know that I'm in need of support.
When they're purging his pops, you'll know.
All you really need to do is just take that I
One
can't pronounce
station.
that. Eurustelia or whatever.
I'm gonna hold on to this singularity station they have over here.
No, definitely, but you should also take the Istrelia or whatever. That's a better choke point.
Well, if I take this one, then I can go west and just take all this stuff to the west unopposed.
It actually, that's their
Construction
only way
complete.
out. So if you hold that system, they can't go anywhere.
Well, I'm not trying to take that from them. I don't really care about blocking them in. I'm just trying to not get blocked in myself.
So what do you do if you have a lot of energy, a lot of minerals, and you want to do something with it that's useful?
Build corvettes.
Buy things.
Build more
What
corvettes.
do you buy though?
Battleships.
F3, where the old market used to be.
Oh, well, that's right. I need to go send my scientists to study their tech. Right. That's a thing. Tell me all of your secrets.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I'll go this next. What? A Gaia world of size 13? It's not much of a Gaia world.
No, Gaia worlds tend to have good resources on them, though.
Yeah, they'll probably have a special resource, so it'll be worth it.
Construction complete.
Oh, the soup, by the way, is a beef with vegetable barley. Or vegetable barley beef or something like that.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Ah, it's delicious.
Is it more a stew then?
No, I would call it a soup.
Sound good though. Must be music to your ears.
Science ship under fire.
Let's see if they vote. Can they just try not to elect this guy? Anybody but Gallus Apellius. No. Anybody but Paulus Petita. Oh man, they just gave me really shit leaders. These guys all suck. Okay, they gave me somebody who's not terrible. Alright, so this is interesting. I mean, in my head, I just came up with some stuff we can talk about that is interesting.
Okay.
We moved on from politics. You can go to
Construction complete.
one of these categories. Oh, we forgot to finish up, or I should say, I forgot to finish up. I wanted to hear a little bit more about people's top 5 4X space games of all time.
Construction complete.
Oh, we are not going to get along. I'm sorry. That's to the people I just discovered.
Oh,
Who's you? Who is you? What are yours? What are your picks?
Oh, my picks?
Yeah.
The thing is that I don't have very much experience with some of the games that I believe people that are more experienced than me would say are better games.
Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. Just you don't have to. You can abstain from voting if you prefer, but I don't think anybody's going to judge you too harshly.
I will.
For your choices. Yeah. We might. But at least behind your back at first.
Thanks, guys. That's what everyone wants to hear. Don't worry, we'll only talk behind your back.
It's okay. I'll talk to your face.
Technically, none of you are speaking behind each other's backs or to each other's faces.
Oh god, that's the worst thing. My science ship guy got elected as my leader. So now I have a skill. So now I have a skill 6 leader, but I would prefer it was my skill 6 scientist.
Rare planetary features. Huh. So is it true you're just supposed to specialize planets?
You can.
Engaging
And
hostile
you can't.
fleet.
I mean, later on in the game, you're probably going to want to specialize, but in the beginning, it's just kind of whatever your empire needs, you make it. And with you being limited by how big your empire is, you're probably not going to want to go too crazy with planets, because you'll go over your cap and then you will suffer.
You will suffer.
I heard it in the Star Wars Emperor's voice too.
Yeah.
You will suffer.
All
Wow,
right.
it's left.
Yeah, sorry. I feel
Kurt says it's hard for him to select top 5 because he's only played like 3.
Why are you pinging?
Look, here.
Left, why are you pinging us?
I can engage us with this witty comment. Reach for the Stars was one of the most underrated 4X games of all time. Well, it wasn't witty, I guess. It wasn't witty at all, it was just an opinion. But a damn good one.
I got Beauregard, my pet amoeba, killed. Good job, guys.
Anomaly discovered.
Come on.
Construction complete.
Oh, construction ship. That explains it. Damn it. Research. This is pretty interesting. I don't really fully understand. There's too many resources now. I don't really know how to keep track of all of them. There's 4 important ones.
System surveyed.
Counting Unity and research not as resources, but something. Wasn't someone saying they were waiting for a tech for administrative stuff?
I was saying that for my private game that I was playing earlier.
You said you had never encountered it?
I got it eventually. Made a big difference. But it's not a early game.
Construction complete.
It's like it's maybe the mid-game tech.
Yeah, I just got one. Finished it off.
I didn't get them until way late.
Debris analyzed.
You know what I hate most about this empire that didn't expand, but cut me off at the pass? Is they didn't continue to expand. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing? I can still expand there. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I blame
Beauregard lived.
everyone in chat for not mentioning it to me. Dennis, oh, Strategia is up. It's either early morning or it's late. Take care, Katori. Strategia says, for me, Space Empires 4 definitely belongs on that list. I didn't play Aurora 4X a whole lot, but I'd still count it. Sword of the Stars was fun. I think he means Sword of the Stars 2. And then
Isn't
Fragile
that the one
Legion.
that's bad?
I don't know what you're talking about. Strat swears by Sword of the Stars 2. He said that if he was to be left stranded on a deserted island with only one game to play, that would be it. That's a good question. What would be your one game to take? Mine might actually be something like EU4 because it just gives you so much replayability.
It depends on if you have online or not.
You don't.
Oh,
No online. You're on a deserted island. No communication. Otherwise, you just tell
Construction
people, "Hey,
complete.
I'm stuck on this island. Come get me."
Construction complete.
How do I sell stuff?
in the
Oh!
market.
You can sell stuff on the market.
Yep.
That's great. So I can sell a lot of minerals for a lot of energy. Wait, how do I buy stuff though?
You just
Is-
click on the other side.
Is everything through energy?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I don't need anything though. Oops. Oh shit! I did the wrong way. Can I undo?
Nope.
That's lame. Whatever. Just like Tortuga to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very Tortuga.
Strat says Sword of the Stars 2 is the Fortnite of 4X games.
Technology researched.
Left, what would your one game be?
My one game.
One game. You have one game to take to a deserted island.
Any game?
Technology researched.
Any game, but it's the only game you're going to play for the rest of your life.
Oh, EU4, hands down.
Oh, okay. I think that's a good choice. That might even be mine, even though it's not my favorite Paradox game.
There's just so much replay value to it for me.
Yeah. Were you listening? That's exactly what I just said.
No, I wasn't actually, because I...
I guess not. Okay, Lightning, what's yours?
I don't know if I could pick. Not on short notice.
Okay, you don't have any games then. You go to the island without anything.
Construction complete.
This is a good question.
There, it's your choice.
Talking strictly computer games?
Not necessarily.
Let's say
I'd
no.
probably say well, if we're talking games with computers, I'd probably say Kerbal Space Program.
It's a good choice.
Which one? Kerbal Space Program? Kurt Over said EU4 as well. He also suggested Heartspire 3 since you actually have time to work over the Soviet order of battle.
Oh.
It's kind of true. I mean, Heartspire 3 was probably my answer before I really... I think when Heartspire 3 was my answer before EU4 came out.
Technology research.
Over EU3, I believe. What? Why does this guy have crime? This effort.
Do you have a preferred nation in EU4? Any nation you like playing in particular?
In EU4? God, there's a lot of I don't really have a favorite, I have favorites. You know? There's a lot of countries I really enjoy playing. It just depends on my mood.
Damn it! They took this system I was going for. If I just noticed that there was a trade, I'm like, this is the stupidest game. We're not playing this game again, left. You can delete the save and we're done.
Nope.
Suga?
You don't have to go to war with them, like I went to war with my neighbor for the same reason.
We're both peace-loving megacorps.
Yeah, well, my neighbor's a pacifist, and I declared war on them.
Well, just because they're pacifists doesn't mean that you are.
Listen,
They forward settled me. That's the worst crime you can commit in a 4X game. The penalty is death.
in real life, we had a...
Well, that doesn't bode well for Lightning Man. I guess Combat Wombat's probably planning his extinction.
Most likely.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Oh, man, space piracy. Aw, Mom, I don't want space piracy.
Too bad. Now eat your vegetables.
Cordo also said that KSB is also good. I don't think I'm going to get to this timed event in time. Which means that I sent a fleet there, which took them like a year to go. They're going to miss it in like the last 10 days.
Oof.
Yes! I did it! Victory is mine. It's a very early game war.
The timer anymore to like getting to the event. It doesn't say when he's going to arrive there.
It should?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, okay, look at the stream. Moving to the system. No day... Oh, never mind, it does. Oh my god, he's gonna miss it by 50 days. Fuck. Paradox games are out to get me.
They are. I'm glad you...
Tesla project failed. As he entered the system, he didn't get there in time.
Construction complete.
Sad.
Oh god, I hate this game.
Yeah. You need to take your most serene republic and declare war. Something
I
spectacular.
do, but I don't trust myself. I don't know the game mechanics well enough. That's why I went pacifist.
Superior numbers.
Have you laid any claims on their systems?
Oh man, my scientists are just dropping dead like flies. Another one. Why is...
If you recruited the youngest scientists you could, they should be about the same age, which makes sense that they'd all die about the same time.
Alright, now I just gotta sit back and do nothing for a while.
Okay, who is research?
Special project complete.
Wow, people in the galaxy really hate science.
Yeah.
I hate
Situation
this.
log updated.
Why is the tech tree so hard to find now? Damn it.
Construction complete.
sent to level 1 to research a level 10 anomaly. Good luck, fella. See you. He'll probably die before he finishes.
Give me your population, Lightning.
Sorry, I right-click a
Special
lot of
project
things. I
complete.
saw it right as I clicked it.
I want them to live on my fancy Gaia world.
You want my Foxy people?
Yes.
Send it again, I'll accept.
I can't give them your scritches if they're all the way over there. Thank you.
Oh, and now you're gonna colonize with my people?
No, that would. I mean, that would be a future plan, but I need a lot of them before I can do that. So.
Don't you have a couple, like a water world somewhere? I thought I saw one. You have a continental.
Yeah, I got continentals, Arctic, Alpine,
Oh,
Tomb
that's
Worlds.
nice of you. That's really nice.
What?
I have been player maraudered.
Oh. Not my fault.
No, it's not.
What? You guys are at war? Combat?
No. I hired the super powerful marauders to come destroy me.
Ow, that could have been anyone.
No.
You mean the AI doesn't do that?
They do, but it said something else.
I can't imagine who it could be then.
I mean, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. What did it say, Lightning?
I clicked off of it, but it said something, been hired to kill you.
I'm just saying the AI doesn't hire them?
The AI is less likely to hire than they used to be, because they used to spam it like crazy.
So you're saying you don't know who it was?
I have a
Basically
very likely
accusing
idea.
one of you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we all know who it was. I'm just trying to get you to admit
Basically,
that
somebody's
you
being
can't be
accused
certain.
of being a Dwemek.
Oh man, exotic gas refining. See, I want to do that, but I'm negative on F and amenities, which are the stupidest thing that
You really struggle saying it. You really do.
amenities.
There you go. Ring World encountered. What? Oh, I found the refuge place.
This reminds me of something.
Oh,
The
virus.
sanctuary. Yeah, here we go. The sanctuary ring world. That's always a cool one to find. Not touching that for a long time though.
Oh,
You know, with its like 30,000 fleet over there. That's that'll be for another day.
The one problem is I would like to have observer mode so I could actually see all the what everyone's doing in their neck of the woods.
Construction complete.
It's funny because you've seen people that are literally like 10 systems away from me, but you don't know where
I don't understand that. How did I get these guys?
I don't know.
Everything happening here reminds me of a certain sketch I saw on Civ 6, so I'm just gonna link that in the comments here. And I'll put it in Discord as well.
Robot assembly plant time. Gonna build some robots.
Amenities. Lots of amenities. We'll have all the amenities.
What?
I love robots.
I finally broke down my robot production facility in my single player game because they weren't worth it.
Boo.
I think they don't need like amenities or consumer goods or anything, so they're beneficial in that way, but my population was just way too big, so there was problems.
Oh,
Okay.
that's totally garbage.
I am one size over my admin cap now. Ah!
Wait. What the hell? I have a materials research in my physics. Excuse me, sir, you have your engineering in my physics? How did
That
this
sounds
happen?
inappropriate. you may have hired them without realizing.
No. I mean, the technology I can research from my physics is materials and engineering tech.
Yes, sometimes that does happen.
Oh, I've never seen it before. This is actually the first time I've ever seen it. Is it new with this patch? It must be.
Yeah,
I just
think
assume
it
I
is.
would have seen it before. It wasn't. Damn it. Back there.
There we go. Positive food again.
AI just insulted me.
Oh, maybe it was them.
Usually they only sign up if they're bordering you.
Are there any foxes living on my planet yet? No.
Lev, if you click on your planet and you go to population, and you click on,
Oh, they're coming!
yeah, you should be able to click on the actual population and you can check which one you want to grow. Because only one can grow at a time.
Oh. I didn't know I didn't know. Okay. But yes, I have foxies coming in.
Yay!
Because they're like, sweet, a Gaia world, I want to live there.
Screw this other place. It's about to get destroyed by pirates.
I hate that research is not an F button. I really hate it.
Uh-huh. It's really annoying. They shouldn't have changed it.
Keep trying to go back and I can't get there.
I have
You're
to pay
in there all the
research.
time.
Construction complete.
You sign.
Robots, I don't know, robots seem worth it to me just because this allows you to have 2 population units growing at the same time on a planet.
If your population is like good at making money through like trade or research, I'd say yeah, it's probably worth it.
Okay, I see your point. I guess other people couldn't afford them right now. That's fair. Okay. I like them though. They still seem viable for my Econo build. So that's good.
Yeah, they're not going to be garbage, but they're not going to be as I think useful as they used to be.
No, but I'd still like to have them.
I don't remember what traits I have on my thing. I think they're just really long-lived.
Construction complete.
Yep, that's all I have. Normally I would make them
Hall
intelligent,
of
but
Judgment. Enforcers produce unity. Okay. it's just an
Construction
enforcer
complete.
upgrade. Gotcha.
Ah, much crime.
What did you expect? You've created a very wealthy merchant sector.
I expected them to obey.
You see, what do you
21% crime, that doesn't seem good at all.
you need to do
Okay,
is
Karl
you need to
Marx,
legalize
calm
crime.
down over there. Good lord.
Just legalize the crime and rename your city to London.
Construction complete.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Can't do this because I'm missing technology. Go on. Go on.
Relay
All my cities
transmission.
have crime. Crime plus 25. Okay, well, my corrupt governor is probably part of the problem. You're getting the boot. Crime minus 25. Yes. Here we go. Put in the righteous.
So you're gonna drop crime by 50% by simply putting somebody else.
It's not really a percent, it's a raw number. I don't really know what that number means, but
I
there
thought
it
it was
is.
percent of a base. Or am I thinking too much of other things?
So can you still determine what population gets put in a colony ship, Lightning?
yes.
Construction complete.
That is
Or maybe it's robot crime, where they're doing things like stealing vegetables and sending healthy salads to people.
Oh, the game finally gives me fusion reactors. Oh my god. That whole
I would
war,
rather
I
find
had
out.
military tech I couldn't use because I didn't have enough power. I wanted to make my Corvettes torpedo ships, Lightning, but the game wouldn't let me.
I think I passed over a torpedo tech. I don't like torpedoes as much as missiles.
Oh, I love torpedo Corvettes.
I think I'm ready to make my preliminary
Construction
determination on
complete.
whether I think this is an improvement.
Oh, no.
I would say it's not. I think once I eventually get to know all what I need to
Relaying
do,
transmission.
I need to figure out the new pattern of doing this and that. But I have to say, like right now, I don't have any joy managing my planet. It doesn't feel very rewarding.
Okay, let me put it this way, Tortuga. Think back to the last time you played Stellaris. Did you have any actual joy managing your planet then?
I wouldn't say I had more joy. I don't know if I wouldn't say I had less joy, but I had less tedium, and now it's a lot more tedium.
Fair enough, you're still learning how it works. Maybe it'll change when you get.
Yeah, that's
to know
true.
something.
Once I have like some mind-numbing algorithm to follow, that's true.
That's
But
typically
usually
how
the
you work.
discovery process is like the most exciting part, and I find this like just I don't know. Okay, I want Combat Wombat's opinion.
Whoa, wow, okay.
It's like
Go.
a side grade. They said it was gonna get rid of some of the micromanagement, but it really didn't.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't think it got rid of micromanagement. If anything, it increased it.
I think what they were after getting rid of was this serial upgrade clicking was their target.
All you do is go to your planet and click the upgrade
click
button
the yellow
40
arrow.
times.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to do.
Well, you know, there's a lot of easier ways to get rid of that by having like an upgrade all, which I don't know why they never implemented.
Construction complete.
Hey, there's Foxy's living on my planet now.
Technology
Woo!
researched.
My xenophiles are happy. Actually, no. I need 3 more before they get happy.
We'll just make sure you prioritize them moving in.
Yeah. So again, how do you actually?
It should be when you click on your planet and you go to population, you should have the option to click on the actual population, and it should bring up a side menu. I can't because I only have one race, and then they'll have like Foxy, and then they'll have whatever the dwarf name is, like Lano or whatever. And you should have a little there's like an any, and there's like a big check mark.
Not seeing that anywhere.
Technology researched.
Drat says there was a mod that automatically upgraded buildings when possible. Drat says the problem was that it would pick the first option available, so for buildings with multiple paths, like labs, you'd have to babysit them. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure something better could have been devised. It seems really simple to do that. If that's what they were going for and their change is like to end that. First of all, I like the idea of this. Basically, I really like the idea of having these resources and stuff, but
Relaying
when I
transmission.
click on my planet and I click on my buildings and I see this huge list and I'm wondering what do I build next, I don't know, I just don't have, it's not the same joy that I have in Aurora 4X, I guess. That's just, I'm trying to think of another game.
Okay, well, obviously there are games that handle it better than Stellaris. But at the same time, there are things in Aurora 4X that I do not find entertaining.
I greatly prefer, actually, I would say I greatly, so far, and again, this impression should change. You're really defending it hard. Are you really enjoying the system left?
I'm not really defending it hard. It's more that I'm just trying to give it as much credit as I can.
Okay.
I don't want to be
playing
unfair
devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've played like Endless Space 2. I think Endless Space 2's building system is very simple, right? But it's enjoyable and it's simple. it's kind of like the tiles, maybe a little bit less like the tiles. I more like the tiles than it's like this.
Construction
But
complete.
I enjoyed that system much more than I enjoyed this one.
Construction
So I
complete.
think there's a point to be made here in that
Construction complete.
I did not enjoy that, and similarly, I did not really like the tile system that Stellaris used, and so I
like
think that comes to a very different. I think that's just a dividing point. Is the I really don't like it in Galactic Civilization either. I hate plopping down the buildings in Gal Civ so much, and then having to micromanage my upgrading of them, and like every new planet I get, I have to do that all over again. I can't stand that personally, and I think that's where our difference of opinion is going to lie.
Construction complete.
Sorry, I was doing research. So you're saying that what was the game that you said was the worst?
I
One
really
Gal
hate
Civ?
the planet management in Galactic Civilization 2
okay.
and 3. And again, that comes down to it being that sort of plop down buildings, come back, upgrade them all. Do that for every new planet you build. I find the tile system more tedious. But I
agree.
think...
I don't like the tile system enormously. It was just a little mini game.
Construction complete.
It wasn't one like I was amazed by, but it's just something I had to do to play the game. And I'm sure that that's their motivation for getting rid of it, that they didn't want people to be like, oh, I have to do it to play the game.
Well, the one thing I'm really liking about this system, for me, is that I can build a couple districts, and then I can just leave it for a while. Because the population's slowly going to grow, and the people are going to file into the jobs, and I don't have to constantly go back and see if I
But
need
you
to
do
build
the same
a
thing
new
with the
building.
tile system, though.
Yeah and no, because...
Okay, I'm curious why no. I
Well,
think it's exactly
for one
the same.
thing, there's only like maximum of
Construction
25 tiles
System surveyed.
on a planet, right? So every time a new population comes in, I have to have a building prepared for them. Whereas in this, I can build one building, and that will satisfy my growing population for the next several years.
I'm not sure I see a difference.
Well, in the one situation, let's say I have a planet that I've just colonized. I go there and I build the first agricultural farm.
Mhm.
Then I come back, population's grown to 2. I need to quickly give that person a new building if I haven't already, because otherwise they're unemployed and they're just sitting there causing problems.
I know, but you were saying
Technology
you'd like to be able to build buildings ahead of time, and then
Yeah, but
you can do the same, right?
you can, but I have to build 25 buildings, and then after the first
Construction
capital
complete.
ship upgrade, the first capital upgrade where it goes from a
You
colony
have to upgrade
ship
all
to,
of them.
I have to upgrade everything
Let's pretend
again.
though that the upgrade thing, yeah, because that was obviously a flaw. I agree. I think that they just if that was what they were trying to get rid of. I think they just could have programmed.
Even then, I really
solution.
dislike having. I don't like systems where I click and drag my population onto
Debris
tiles.
analyzed.
That's just a personal thing. I
Mhm.
prefer a more abstract system where it's just population growing in the background.
Mm.
Like
It's more natural that way. I mean, it's more natural. Well, it's slightly more natural the way it is now.
it's still not perfect.
Because it's
I would
more of a
actually prefer
continuum.
it being more like Aurora 4X, where it's,
Construction complete.
large
Actually, a continuum.
population numbers. Yeah, because I actually really like that about Aurora 4X.
Strat has some comments. I'm gonna read a few of them now. The problem was, okay, so this was, never mind. I skipped that comment. I already read it. I haven't played it yet, obviously, but it looks like I would enjoy this better than the old tile system. At least the tile system had its upsides, but I always just felt obligated to do the standard farm, mine, reactor, lab, and shit, and only built special buildings on empty tiles.
Oh god,
I had
that's
this one mod that had a ton of planetary modifiers and a bunch of planetary wonders. By the way, this is also Finnish Jaeger's viewpoint. We should point out that he was talking about diversity of planets would be a really good thing, and that I think Xspheres even mentioned it as in the list of potential like things that a 4X game should have is diversity of planets. Give each planet like a really its own unique feel. Anyway, let's finish reading this. I had this one mod that had a ton of planetary modifiers, improved it a whole lot, but even then, most planets were just This looks like it at least streamlines a lot of the tedium around the mid-game. I also always fell behind on building stuff, just too much to keep track of, so like half of my pop was working bare resources. Yeah.
That becomes more of an issue the more planets you own as well, for sure. Because if you're playing tall, the old tile system was more manageable because you're just dealing with like 1 or 2 planets. The problem was once you expanded beyond that, especially if you had sectors, because then the AI just had absolutely no idea what to do, and they would just ruin the planets you gave them.
So I really hated sectors. I think that aren't they still in?
They are.
Construction complete.
In a way, there's a little less for them to screw up because all they would have to do is just keep building districts, and that would be a functioning planet.
Well, but then they might build the wrong district.
Well, no, because you can fill up to whatever the
Dynamax, like 20.
Construction complete.
But isn't it like you can build like I can build up to 11 mining districts. Couldn't I build all 11 of those and then all 10 agriculture?
No, it's limited by your planet. Your planet max size is the maximum.
I see. 25 total districts.
Yeah.
But districts do more than the old tiles did.
What's your thoughts on Lightning?
I think it's better. I think it might need a couple little quality of life patches, but so far I think it's a better update.
I can hear the Tortuga brain right now. He's like, "You're gonna need to explain that further for me."
Construction.
No, I'm trying to. Like, I feel like everyone's saying it's better. I think it's better than the tile system. What I'm trying to say is the amount of effort you have to put in. So I might still be saying I'm disagreeing because the amount of time and effort you have to put into this one, like looking at the different options, it's more complicated, right? It's a lot less clear cut. What you need to do. There's more resources to think about. There's more micromanagement. Basically.
You know, I think I know one reason why you might feel that way. I have a suspicion a lot of us have played with mods that add a lot more buildings to the game. For example, I've played with ethos unique buildings and modifiers.
Construction
and
complete.
There's another one that changes it so that there's like 2 different food type buildings, one that you build on food producing tiles and one that you build on tiles that don't produce food naturally. So I end up with a huge list of different things I could build on each planet.
I played a mod that had like 20 extra resources and like 100 custom buildings.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bit nuts.
So
and you're saying that since you already were using
in some ways, this is actually simpler than my normal modded playthroughs were.
Yeah, I see that.
Technology.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I think that's just a difference of perspective because you haven't had to deal with that, which makes this
system is better if the entire game, if Stellaris was nothing but this planet management, this new system is hands down better. What I'm saying is it also takes a lot more, and you have to invest a lot more time into like what you're gonna do. The tile system was just kind of brain dead stupid, right? It was very easy to understand. Okay, here's the only complicated decision you had to make is if you had a mineral and an energy on the same tile. Which one do you choose? It's like the only decision you had to make.
When I'm playing Stellaris, there's a lot of just me setting it to the fastest speed and then just waiting for the next research to finish. And I'm actually happy that I have another thing I can fiddle with during peacetime, personally, because I get very bored playing Stellaris at some points. Because there's just not enough for me to do.
I see.
So that would probably change if I were more, say, warmongering. But I'm not, so I just sit around a lot.
You're right. I mean, it does what they were, or somebody, I don't know if it was Paradox or maybe it was you or Leth or you Lightning who was saying that it gives you more to do in times of peace. Might have been Finnish, versus like, yeah, I think it was Finnish who was saying it gives you something to do when you're at peace versus the only thing you could do in the previous versions of Stellaris is like just build for war. So there's some truth in that. I could see how this would, if you don't have to worry about anything else, you could just look. And I think part of it is also just I haven't sat down and looked and figured out what all the buildings are, what they do, and if I invest maybe like another hour of time, I'll enjoy it.
Complete.
I think that's a totally fair way to feel. I mean, yeah, sure.
There's a lot of new stuff, and I've been following the game and watching live streams of pre-release for a while. So it wasn't really new to me.
It does. Maybe, but as Stellaris changes over time, it will favor very different play styles. I mean, beforehand, it did favor war very, very heavily. I mean, how many games are there where, if you have war and peace both as options, the peacetime can be as interesting, if not more so.
Construction complete.
No, well, for one thing, I love being at peace in EU4. That's because I do a lot of development in EU4, so I just sit around.
I agree.
I'm like micromanaging which province I need to put more production points in, and I enjoy that. But
it took quite a while for EU to get to that kind of point.
Oh my god, yeah. Wow, yeah, big time.
I'm just saying Stellaris seems to be going through a similar transition currently.
That's probably fair.
The goal is to end up where you have a state with a military, rather than the Prussian system where you had a military that had a state.
Colonization initiated.
Though I wonder if they'll allow that kind of playthrough to be maintained as well, for certain militaristic empires.
Yeah, I think that's what, ultimately when I understand all the different buildings and resources better, I know that I'm going to come up with like, oh, this is like a good way of playing, and I'll be excited about it. I'm just a little surprised that my process of learning and like wasn't exciting itself, which it normally is. I'm normally like, oh, this is so cool, look at all this stuff, but I don't feel like that right now.
How long have you played this particular version for?
Well, looks like...
If nothing else, Tortuga, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling disappointed. That's never a good feeling to have when you...
I'm so happy. We're gonna hear a knock in a moment. There it is. Gonna have to call my stream to a close. No. Let me just pause real fast. Oh, actually, can you just take it down to normal? You guys can keep playing, but I'm gonna wrap the stream up here.
Okay.
For good reason. Anyways, thanks for everyone watching. Thanks for Lightning, Combat Wombat, Sionin. Sionin, are you still there? You fall asleep?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Good. Glad
Out here in my dark region of space by myself.
Okay, anyways, guys, gonna wrap the stream up, so thanks for joining, and we'll keep playing, but I'll just close the stream so I can let my daughter in. So, thanks for watching. Until the next one, take care. Cecilia!
She was so excited to see you, right? I know you're recording.
This is adorable.
I know.
They thought you were coming for dinner tonight too. I didn't know. I didn't know it was like a family dinner.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
I couldn't have made it that early.
Yeah.
Well, let me like this.
And then muted.
Yep, there we go. He's like, oh wait, I should probably turn off my headset.
You can pretty much hear the smiling going on.
She is very adorable.
I think someone finished the research, and I got a planet because of it.
Sweet. It's all very sweet, people. We all know this.
Lightning.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm not supposed to go to war with the Cracks Rose anymore.
Oh, why? Because I did a defensive pact?
Yeah.
But did you still want to kill them?
Well, I mean, they kind of have this little thing up here in the top left. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't take it.
exclave. I couldn't make enough claims. They kept expanding. Every time I'd fabricate a claim, they'd build 2 more systems. They were trying to escape my claims.
They're outbuilding your claims.
I mean, now I have a lot more influence, but back then I didn't. I mean, it's fine. I'm just... You do what you want to do, Lightning. I was just curious.
Well, I mean, I may join the war, but, you know, it doesn't mean I'm going to fight.
Are they still inferior to me? Yep, yeah, they are. Yep. That's not surprising. I did kind of completely destroy their navy twice, so I think...
You know the benefit of this versus like EU4 is you can't just murk up an entire army out of nowhere.
No, you cannot.
I mean, it's like a pro and a con, but I hate when that happens.
I'm not a particular fan of how mercs are done in EU4, to be honest.
I mean, they're expensive, so like, you know, a country has to be relatively wealthy, but I don't think that applies to the AI very much.
But I mean, it's also a case of, oh, you can hire precisely this many mercenaries of exactly which particular thing you want, rather than having mercenary companies which are practically armies unto themselves.
I have
Sure,
torpedo
you had smaller
boats now.
bands. But I think you had smaller bands like you would kind of see in EU4, but for the most part, mercenaries were, you know, true armies for hire. But you can't really do that, can you? There's no I mean, they should do a thing where you have sort of various mercenary companies available for hire and so on.
Like in CK2?
Yeah.
I have not played CK2.
Yeah, CK2 has they're basically pre-existing. Oh, I guess some people can actually form their own, but there's these mercenary groups that exist on the map. They have the people that are in charge of them are actually characters you can interact with, and you hire them temporarily to fight for you, basically. So whatever troops comes with them is what you're paying for, and you're basically just they're on loan until you know their contract ends. So you might hire the Saxon band, which are a band of Saxon mercenaries out of Germany, and
they'll... The Catalan company.
Yeah, or there's like Varangians and stuff like that, and you can hire them. They're expensive, very expensive, but it's quite common to hire them to win a war for you.
Are you guys paused for me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, just leave it running. Leave it running on a normal candle. Yeah, Cecilia, 1 sec.
Someone's very excited.
Very. So I realized what was wrong with my planet. It's like, you know, I had no one's working. It's like, why aren't they working? There's so many jobs. It's because they were an administrator, and they want their administrative job back, which I don't know why they lost it, and so they're degrading into a worker, which makes them very upset.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they don't like to go down the social strata.
Kick it back to fast.
Construction complete.
Sorry, Tortuga specifically asked if I could drop it to normal while he's dealing with, you know, the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise I would, because normal is painfully slow in this game. But
when you have a really big empire, I tend to play on normal or in wartime.
I don't play any Paradox game on normal speed.
By the time you have a really big empire, the game goes so slow, even on fastest, it's just crawling.
There's also that too, yeah.
That's true.
Construction complete.
Oh, has the survey turned up anything? You're building. I can't see the game, but I can hear exactly what's going on thanks to Sionin.
Sorry.
It's not a complaint. And hopefully I can get the computer fixed to the point I can actually play Stellaris again in the holidays.
Where do I actually check where my rare crystals are?
It'd be under your
Technology
planet.
research.
Okay, I meant my
Possible.
strategic resources, but I see there's just a generic strategic resources button now.
Oh,
At the-
yeah.
yeah.
Your science.
I wanted to see how many I had.
I have 0.
A combat question about Stellaris.
Yes.
If you, I mean, most combat between fleets occurs pretty much head on. Would you get any
Yeah.
bonus if you had, say, an outflanking, or if you came in from behind?
No.
Sorry, bonus, as in they can't turn and fire on you as
Nope.
quickly.
Absolutely not.
No, battleships do have that.
Just
Battleships
saying,
can
surely-
either stand off or rush in. There's a couple ships that get it. I think you can get it on destroyers.
It depends what weapons you have equipped. Weapons like the X-class weapons and the kinetic artillery definitely have fixed arc fire.
But it depends on the combat role that's a component on the ship. You can give them X weapons and have them just charge straight in.
Yeah, but my point is, even if they charge straight in, there's still a minimum fire on it and a firing arc.
I didn't know it had one. Firing arc.
Yeah, it
To
does.
your forces, you can have half your forces taking the fire, while the other half come in and fire in from behind without taking any losses.
Honestly, because the ships equipped with those are generally at the back, they're never in a position where they need to turn to fire.
It'll be interesting. It's an interesting aspect. Many games manage to many strategy games manage to capture it to a decent degree when you have such control over armies or navies or something. But this isn't really the case in Stellaris.
It's taking forever to upgrade my
Construction
ships.
complete.
That's because I'm installing new power cores and everything at one time.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Well, it was the tech that was bottlenecking me.
How many pops does everyone have on their capital?
Well, mine just got raided by pirates, so a lot less than it had before.
That's fair. I have 49 people.
How do you see what the population cap is for a planet?
Technically, there
There's
isn't
not
one.
really a cap because you can go over your housing limit. It's just kind of like when you go over housing, then you start hitting overcrowding.
And then you get crime.
Okay.
Crime bad.
So
Crime
there's not
is bad.
there's not like a set cap that you're just gonna hit.
Yeah, just like how, on Earth, if we ran out of space for people to live in, unfortunately, it's not likely that the population growth would stop.
Yeah.
That's when we just have to build Judge Dredd style megacities.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that on my capital. My capital's getting pretty fucking full.
Oh, 50 pop now. Anomaly, bam.
Yeah, because I've got all that growth, Colin. I've got 71 pops on my capital.
Nice.
Ships upgraded. Colonization initiated. Situation log updated.
Earth at the Galactic Market.
Yeah, you can go to your planet, and under decisions, you can have a bid for it.
Oh, I see.
1,000 energy and 150 influence.
Right now, I'm just trying to increase my alloy production. I'm planning a war.
Can you place a horde in Stellaris, or is it only a computer?
What, sorry?
Thinking, can you actually play as one of the hordes in principle?
In what game?
Stellaris.
In this, I don't think so, no.
Not really, no.
You can take perks that make you act like a horde, but you can't play as a horde.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the hordes don't really do anything unless they're event triggered.
Testing! Okay, let me go back to push
Hello.
talk.
Wah wah.
And you're exploding back onto the scene, huh?
Speaking of which, another 43 years and we should see a Great Khan pop up.
Construction
good.
complete.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good for poor Foxy.
Well, it depends. What? There's two
Well, I
or
don't
three
play
of
with
them on the map,
Marauders.
so it might not be that one.
Wait, sometimes actually bowing down to the Khan in Stellaris can be a better move in the long run.
Especially
Yeah.
since the con often falls apart really quickly, really. It's very
Yeah.
rare for it to stick around.
There is a series somebody's currently doing on with Stellaris where they pretty much decided to surrender to the Khan. Ships to help the Khan took some territories on the other side of the galaxy, and then when the Khanate fell apart, they just consolidated there, and so now they've effectively got large empires
Construction complete.
on opposite ends of the galaxy. You kind of need gateways though, because they don't really have many ways of getting between those two halves. That's the thing, in EU4 you can play hordes.
Construction complete.
You can also play them in CK2.
Yeah, you can be the Seljuks and then remind everybody why the Seljuks were terrifying.
Or you can play as the Magyars. And
Yeah, but
make
they
the
weren't
lobbyist
quite-
hungry the world has ever seen.
Yeah, but the Magyars didn't quite change the world quite as dramatically.
Construction complete.
At that time, anyway.
Every time I look, my planet's unemployment. Such a problem.
My people are very happy,
Construction complete.
actually. I have 20 available amenities still.
Woof.
The number of times in this game already that I have tried to get to the tech tree, considering clicking on any research at the top, resource at the top takes you to the
Technology
market,
researched.
does not make any sense to me.
Planet colonized.
So it's way past dinner time here, so I assume we were going to be wrapping up shortly because Lexington didn't work.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be fairly soon, I think.
Technically shouldn't be up, but my sleeping pattern's gone to heck.
Construction complete.
Ooh, yes, time for robo-modding.
Oh,
I need even better robots.
you should just keep to one standard robot, though.
Yeah, but I need better standard robots.
And of course, but like because of the way it builds pops,
Are
it
they
just
going to
doesn't.
continue this, or
For the moment, I'm not. I don't need to stop just yet. But probably within the next 30 minutes, I'll have to call it.
What are your thoughts on the combat? How do you like the game?
I think it's good.
Improvement?
Undecided. It's
Okay.
not a horrific thing that's going to keep me from playing. Like, that's all I can tell you so far.
Yeah, I think that's a really fair statement. That's probably where I sit more than anything, but I wanted to immediately just compile my thoughts into some kind of review, initial impression.
I have
Oh.
discovered Tortuga.
Love and friendship is like music.
Don't let them infect your population.
Question is that music lovely classical music, swinging jazz music, or death metal?
Construction complete.
Jeez, I have encountered a lot of people now. Holy crap.
What happened? How did you...
I'm just going around asking for communications from everyone. It's working
Well, you
out.
can ask me. Ask me. Let's exchange.
I already asked people all around you.
No. Ask me.
An alien empire is reaching out to us. An alien empire is reaching
Holy
out
cow.
to us.
Oh my god, my whole map.
Yeah, I know. Hello.
Love and friendship is like music. Love is friendship set to music. Love is friendship set to music.
Where the music is a badly out of tune national anthem.
Wow, that was like 8. I think that was 8. Okay, I have one amenity, so let's get some amenity. How are you guys doing on amenities on your planet? Are they like around 1? Or are
I
they
have
way higher?
15 at the moment.
My
So what
count
did
was
you-
-4.
What did you do to get that?
there's buildings that you can build that give jobs?
I have a gene clinic, which gives me medical workers that give amenities. I built a hollow theater, which gives me entertainers that gives amenities.
Construction complete.
Clerks give me amenities, and also I get, because of my government types, I get merchants from my capital building. And I get another merchant for every 50 population, I think, which gives me amenities as well.
Okay, well, it sounds like you have some amenities boosts just inherent to your people. How are other people
do.
dealing with it?
I have
Our
-4
brethren turn
because
upon
my
each other
planet got
with
raided
arms.
and I wasn't able to
A
get my
dark
level
day.
40 unlock building.
Ouch.
Construction complete.
Oh yes, we got defense platform leader. Amazing. I don't think I'm the kind of person who's going to play as MegaCorp in general. I don't think it fits my style at all, but I really did want to give it a try.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's different.
I am
Hang on, you're still in the early game.
I am liking
Planet
how
colonized.
HiveMind fits in with the new pop system, though.
Is the droll? Is that you, Combat?
Who? What?
Are your people called the droll?
Nope.
What are your people called?
Here, Tortuga, we should have a commercial pact. Because we both
Oh.
like money.
No, don't let him in there. He'll spread.
I am the
religion.
Sildor Tribunal.
Oh, dude, you're huge.
Yep.
Why were you getting mad at Foxy for being tiny compared to you?
I wasn't huge when he blocked me off.
Well, apparently you weren't blocked off then, if you grew that much.
What is huge?
Well, I mean, if I zoom out on my map, he's probably twice as big as anybody else. As in, twice as big as the second... No, I guess I'm actually pretty big. So maybe he's only like 20 or 30% larger than me.
Screenshot it for me, because I'm in dark space. I can't see shit.
Yeah, here, I'll screenshot for you and post it. I really should have done the communication stuff sharing earlier, though. Left so other people could see.
Oh well.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in voice chat.
That's logical.
That is what I'm seeing now. So you can see the big gray guy is huge.
No, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see any of that.
Non-slayers. Well, that
Where
seems
are you
optimistic.
exactly?
In the northwest, in that undiscovered region.
Are you close to any of the people visible on his map there?
Closest one would be that light blue one in the west.
Could you send a science ship like beelining to them?
I shall try.
Because if you do that, then I can
Technology
beat you.
researched.
No chance.
Haha! Yes!
So what does this galactic market mean?
Oh, it pops at a certain time. I can't remember what it does.
It's once you have discovered 50% of all the people in the galaxy.
Yeah, how exactly does the galactic market work, though, is my question.
It's the same, but you're supposed to get better prices. But I
Yeah,
don't
and
know if
also
that's true.
everyone can affect it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now the things we buy and sell affects everyone else, yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yep.
yes.
So you can just dump a whole crapload of goods, and it'll affect other people.
And I spent a whole bunch of energy credits to make sure I got it. Because I
To get
had
what?
energy credits to spare. There is this bidding process where you could spend influence and energy to basically nominate your planet as the home of the market. Lightning was telling me what to do because I had no idea myself.
Construction complete.
And I spent about 6,000 energy credits and over 1,000 influence. But
Did you get a pop-up saying who was getting voted in?
no.
Okay.
No, I mean, I got a thing that said that I won, but that was it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it doesn't tell you. It's What I did see though is you get a little icon on your planet that tells you your chances, basically. And first it was weak, then average, then strong.
Okay.
So I guess if other people also boost their chances, then it's just gonna be a coin flip.
Or a power struggle.
All it does is
10% discount.
yeah, so I can get things just slightly cheaper. That's it.
In your diplomacy, in the traditions, there is another 10% reduction. So you can get yours all the way down to 10%.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean 10%? Don't you mean 20% less?
No,
What?
10% and 10%. So because he has the market, it's 20% for him, but everybody else would just be 20 at best.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't even know what you mean. 20% of what?
You can't just get items for free. When you buy something, a certain percentage of your money you're spending on goes to the market. So you're still getting 500 minerals, for example, but the price is fluctuating based off how many minerals have been sold or bought. And then there's the percentage on that. I believe you get a breakdown if you mouse over.
Hey guys, I found the humans.
Oh, really?
Which one?
Yeah, I found Soul. They're still primitive.
Oh, nice. Take care of them.
I shall make them as one of my own.
There you go.
Oh, right. Hive mind. We need to get rid of Daniel.
Oh, you're going to be putting on Fox News, basically.
Situation
Foxy
log
News
updated.
doesn't represent Fox News. They're different.
They're not affiliated.
Yeah, less actual news and more bikinis.
Well, they are Foxy.
Oh, you're going to be giving them free editions of a sun.
I'm doing some terraforming to get some extra planets.
You're declaring people as your rival?
Motion to move the conversation to Game Room 1, so there's a couple of
researched.
people talking in voice chat currently.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That now the recording
Jump
session
down
is
to Game 1, I'll move
complete.
everyone.
No.
Or
Welcome.
Boop.
Hi.
Construction complete.
yay! I can modify my robots.
Yay!
Special project complete.
What do I want to give them? They're actually not bad at doing things anymore, which is interesting. Like they're not any. It's just that they can't be specialists until they.
Yeah, because it's more expensive, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I can make them use less housing.
Yeah, these Helven communality people. Not sure I'm gonna get along with them. Not just because they're xenophobes.
Aren't those the purifiers or something? Oh, like imperialists. Yeah, they don't like a lot of people.
So there's no longer a penalty for not building in like that one outside system that has no resources, right?
Yeah, because pirates don't spawn there.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. You can just ignore it forever now.
In theory.
I know what I'm not doing right. I'm not building enough star bases to collect trade.
That's probably part of it.
I'm sure that's one thing I'm doing wrong.
Oh, I've made
Construction
contact with someone
complete.
that I might be able to make contact through.
Construction complete.
Nope, this guy's not willing to trade with me.
And who have you found?
The Galactic Gorothi regime.
Perfect. Okay, offer trade deal. Communications. Shove some minerals in their face.
Sovereignty of Sutor, what's that?
Hello.
Relaying
Sovereignty of
transmission.
Truth. Where's that?
They're like a one.
Oh, that's one of it's one of Combat's vassals.
How did that work though? They weren't at. Were they a separate nation at first?
I'm going to assume that yes, he conquered them.
Combat, did you conquer those two nations inside of you?
Nope.
Okay, then how did you do
An
this?
alien empire is
Oh
reaching
god,
out to us.
it's so bright.
Suddenly, everyone appears. All right. Well, I think that's most of the people that exist.
I elevated them.
They were the peasants.
Yes.
I can't remember the name. What's the advantage of doing things that way?
Just get new pops that I can use to colonize different worlds.
Okay.
Construction complete. Relaying transmission.
If I press F4 one more time.
Construction complete.
Might as well just hold Alt at the same time.
I did it. I pressed F1. I pressed F4 one more time. So, Leth, how do you choose which people you're going to make a trade pact with?
You mean the commercial pact?
Yes.
Go to diplomacy, and you know how there's like research agreement, migration treaty.
What I mean is it always beneficial to do it, or is there?
It depends. If you're trading with someone that has very bad trade, like say me, I have decent trade going on.
Mm-hmm.
If I trade with someone that has very poor trade, they're going to get more from the deal than I'm going to get from them. So although I am still gaining regardless, it is a lopsided deal. If that makes sense. So if it's someone that you maybe don't want to get ahead of you too much, then you might not want to make the agreement with them.
Okay.
In my case, I don't really care, so I just sent it to basically every player I can. So I can't send them to Daniel because Gestalt consciousness do not know what money is, so they can't do it.
Ani, what is this thing you speak of?
Yeah. So Daniel
Wow.
doesn't get traded.
So the worst thing for administrative cap is doing what I'm doing, which is just expanding system.
Yeah.
Systems are 2, colonies are only 2 themselves. So it's not like 1 and 5 like it was before.
But there are ways you can increase that.
Unfortunately, war is our only option.
It's just hopped in.
Yeah.
Donarino. Like, Tortuga, under traditions, you know the ascension perks?
Uh-huh.
I had a severe penalty until I took Imperial Prerogative, which gave me another 30 to the admin cap. I mean, look at my size.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So,
wait, is that a possibility for me? I don't see it.
You might have to unlock some other text before you can choose it.
Well, I don't see it in my list. What is it called?
Imperial Prerogative.
Technology
Ascension perk.
researched.
Not a tradition, it's an ascension perk.
I think that I might have chosen one which counteracts it, because it's not on my list. Oh yeah, show unavailable. No, show unavailable. Let's check.
I don't know what to tell you. It's the one with the
Yeah,
planet
it's
with some
not
rings
on my
around
list.
it.
Construction complete.
Is it because you're... Is it because you're pacifist, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh. Something's restricting you from it, that's unfortunate.
I checked my list twice. So, you know, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice.
But it's also worth keeping in mind, as a MegaCorp, your penalties are harsher for going over it than a non-MegaCorp. You're supposed to stay small and play tall.
Well, I'm playing tall, as far as colonies go.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
like
as far as
almost-
colonies goes, but you have more systems than me, and I'm not a MegaCorp.
But yeah, so that's what surprised me. When people talk about playing tall, normally what they are referring to, so if you're playing tall in Civ, it's not about the territory, it's about the number of cities. So I guess this is just a misunderstanding of what people mean by tall.
Well, I don't know.
So I was
Say
fully
EU
intending to only take...
Say EU4, for example.
Yeah, if you're playing tall in EU4, you have less provinces.
Yeah. But it's similar in the sense that planets are your urban centers, you could say. Just like when I'm playing tall as a country, I'll have a province that has 35 development or whatever. And the land I'm taking, although it has less development, it's still adding to my state maintenance. It's adding to cultures, religions. So it's best to minimize the amount of territory I take to keep efficient. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just trying to explain probably the viewpoint Paradox comes from when they make it be penalties for systems as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I think it's okay to define it as systems, but the fact that one colony is equal to one system...
Well, the reason why is because you can have multiple colonies in one system.
What I mean is the fact that a colony is 2 administrative and a system is 2 administrative just does not seem balanced at all. You get
again, the
so
reason
much more
behind
from
that
it.
is because if you're playing tall, you're going to have less systems, right? So the idea behind that is you're supposed to take less systems and then build a whole bunch of colonies in within those systems.
Yeah, so to me that's not playing tall. That's very different. If you're building like tons of colonies, then that's
Yeah, but you're
wide.
building them like within a single system. It'd be like if I built If there's a system over here near me called Kildatha that has.
You can define it that way. I understand what you're saying. You're saying I don't define wide or tall. I define tall as not the number of colonies. I define it as number of systems. I'm saying it's strange from the Civ standpoint, at least, or typical 4X standpoint. It's colony, which defines wide or tall.
Okay. Well. Alright, Lightning's done. He needs to go eat food. And I might as well stop here because I need to go to bed. So, we'll just call it here.
Hey, Colin.
Yes, Daniel?
Are you going to be on tomorrow at all?
Yes, I just don't know when because there's some stuff going on with family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yeah, I keep telling you, Daniel, I work every weekday.
Right. Well, yeah, if you have time, just message